power.
Yep. Hallelujah, hallelujah. All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High, the owner, creator, and possessor of all things. Live his anointed, beloved Son in the hearts and minds of the faithful elect. Another honor, humility, Melchizedek Ministries, headquarter Fridays. And we're going over your questions for the Holy One of Israel. You know, that's what we're going over. Y'all hit the like button. If we can be heard, go ahead and throw a 7 up in the chat. Let me get everybody on this deal. Let me see. Go ahead and if you can't hit the camera and make sure we all zoom out if you got to. Make sure everybody's all good. Oh, y'all keep right there. He got it. Oh, you got it too. Y'all brothers might need to move a little closer.
I need to get back one of them plugs.
What you need, charge or something? Hey, come on. I got you. We can get it done. We got a few you know, local people in the building. Our praises. Let's get her done. You want to read that right there, me?
Yeah.
I got you. I think I'm all good so far. What?
You
want this right here? Oh, you can use that. You want that?
Oh, no, it's too tall.
Bro. Too tall? Wow.
Oh, make Ezra great again.
Oh, yeah. Shouts out to Jeremiah, the house of Jeremiah, house of redeemed servant. Hook Nehemiah up on what the app.
Yeah.
Then you got the menorah on the side over here. You got the Nehemiah on the back.
Make Israel great again, huh, brother?
Yeah. Shout out to my Ak.
Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, man. Share that. Sure, we going over. We know a lot of our people got questions for the Almighty. And the crazy part about it is the brother Ezra had the same questions. A lot of the questions you have, he had. We usually do a class like this once every 2 years or something like that. It's been about 2 years since the last class we did. So we just want to go over the questions that the brother had. And look, y'all can like these too if y'all, you know, y'all get around to. Y'all go ahead and put the new wicks in them and olive oil or whatever. We can get them done. All right. Make sure we can be all heard. If we can be heard, throw a 9 up in the chat. Y'all be live too. So if y'all heard saying post a 7 or post a 9, we talking about to our worldwide family. Solomon Madden, Shalom. Let me shout everybody out shortly, and then we're gonna get started. We're gonna pray in.
Ooh,
We're gonna go ahead and get started. Yeah, boy, that sounds some phlegm there, Hebrew.
Like something coming.
I keep where that elderberry at.
Yeah. Hey, boy, get with that Hebrew back there. Get them together before you even catch up to him.
Yesterday, morning, coughing it, like throwing up with his foot.
Yeah. Now that's
could be a sinus drain.
At least it's coming up out of there. We all good. They saying we can be heard very, very good. All right, Nee. So you gonna share it on social media, brother? Matter of fact, let me share it on my portion. Get you together real quick. All right, and I want to say Shabbat Shalom to the family. You understand? We want to thank the Most High for allowing us to come together once again on another beginning of a Sabbath just to throw down and a feast on His Word. All right. Crazy part about it is the very questions that you have, like that you want to ask the Most High, Ezra actually had, and he did not bite his tongue. He asked the Most High so many questions about why. Why is it like this? Why is it like that? And then, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to read through his letters, and then we're going to apply them because a lot of the questions that he has or had that we have today, it's the very same questions. Like, why are we in captivity? Why are we serving like this? Why you just make all of us at one time and get it over with? All them questions, you know. So we're going to go ahead and get it done. Let me go ahead and share this on social media real quick. And then we're gonna go ahead and make it happen. All right. Y'all brothers go ahead and express yourselves though, man. What you been going through the past week. I know what's up with you. Let the worldwide family know what it is before we get started. What's the deal? It's always something. It's never a dull moment in Israel. You know what I'm saying? We got an Imam in here. We got a sister in here. We got a brother. We got another sister, another brother. I mean, we getting it done. We got a young prince here. You know, and then we here with the worldwide family. So Edify your worldwide family, bro. Let us know what it is.
Shalom, Israel. What it do? How arts thou? So reporting from Nehemiah. Really nothing going on, man. You got a lot of people in their flesh about the study we do, but any study you bring out, man, that's contrary to what you have in your comfort zone is going to rub you the wrong way.
All right.
You know, but what I find disheartening, and which I find common at the same time, is that when you present somebody with the information, you do the footwork, you pull the resources, you go and do the study and prepare. That video I put up, well, I'm still preparing. I did it the first time. Something went wrong, but you're talking about over 16 hours that we set, between 16 and 20 hours, depending on how it's going. 16 to 20 hours of information pertaining to the Israelite stranger, the alien, the foreigner, and also dealing with who the Gentiles or the heathen are, according to scripture. So you will know the characters in the book, know the characters and how it play out. Because if you put somebody else in the wrong place, and I kind of spoke about this yesterday, if you put Tony Stark, who plays as Iron Man, in the place of Ant-Man, you won't get the same story. It's wrong.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So you have to know who the people are in order to know how it plays out in the book, you know. And when you understand it, you can see the picture better. The canvas is more clear. It's not abstract, you know. Where it can't be these Jewish people because they're not at peace. War is still in the land, and ain't nobody coming up bringing up arms, and it's not daylight every day, and the city ain't called salvation yet.
Oh man,
we ain't been redeemed. You see what I'm saying? But people think them are the people. And then if you lock their Jewish Holocaust to being the point, then we was there 40 years before. Look up German Black Holocaust, 1890 to 1945. We came out the same year they did. While Hitler was still a boy. So if you're using the Holocaust as the reason why you a Jew, well, surely we beat you by 40 years.
Wow.
So I'm saying that's a book by Fipio Carr called The German Black Holocaust. You see what I'm saying? So when you understand the characters in the play, you know what I'm saying, it should make the picture clearer. But because people are comfortable in their ignorance, it causes issues. I'm going to deal with your issues and tell with you for about 2 to 3 visits on it. And then like today, I'm done. I'm not going to even revisit you on it. I done sent out notes. Everybody who got my message, you know what I'm saying, right, Ma? Mahar, you seen them? Naquam, you seen them? Like, I've sent out the notes. The work is done for you. All you got to do is open the book and look. Yeah, well.
That's what it says, you know.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Unlike this man who had did the brunt of the brunt of the work, if it took 16 hours to bring it to you, how many hours did it take him to gather the information and put it together? See what I'm saying? That's a disservice to him, a disservice to this word, and disservice to the people who's trying to bring you understanding. Now, if it's wrong, you ain't got to do 16 hours. Do one video. Break down your understanding, and we'll entertain it. And one thing about it, I send out the address to everybody. Those who call themselves still friend or possible foe or strength fence trap. You know we at. Transparent, we don't hide. I'm too big to run and too fat to hide anyway. I'm up front. You know what I'm saying? You don't know you was dealing with me. But look, do your work. If you don't believe it, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But you can't call it a sin or saying we going off. Like they called it us Pharisees. You see what I'm saying? But who the Pharisee if you telling them that they can do this, but it's against God? It's like you giving them oral tradition, you know what I'm saying, or Talmudic understanding, which is anti-Torah. The Torah said no heathen in the congregation. You say but.
What? That destroyed everything that previously said.
That's it, bro. You see what I'm saying? The scripture in Jubilees is a nail in the coffin, but you're supposed to see from your own pleasure. We go to Genesis and we look all over the scriptures and see that, wisdom of Solomon, all that in 7 and 1. You see that sex is pleasure. Cease from your own pleasure on the Shabbat. You go to Leviticus 15. You're unclean the evening. How many times you telling me, Elder, you teaching that you could be unclean?
About 25, 21.
And you up here unclean, teaching the children of Israel. Now I understand why somebody go steal notes from an heathen who's unclean and teach. You see what I'm saying? You start seeing stuff, it unfolds. All I'm saying is Israel. And then always watch this. When you start asking people chapter and verse and they don't want to turn, they give you this, close the conversation and leave. I understand what he did. Close the conversation. Listen, because you're going to get, I feel, I think, I believe, and I know.
It is what it is,
and
man.
The wisdom of the world is what, according to Scripture?
Foolishness.
Foolishness to the Most High. Yeah, bro, take you out of it, man. Get out your flesh. I said that earlier. Get out your flesh. If it says what it says, it means what it says, and that's it.
Hey, that's what it is, man. The scripture tells us what? Lean not to your own understanding. Proverbs 3 and 5. Go ahead, Mom.
May I say something?
Yes, you may. She can.
What I want to say is that people bow down and read the scriptures and research the scripture. Bob Marley says, search the scriptures and you shall know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if they would bow down and do that, then you wouldn't have
discourse.
No problems with them.
Mm-hmm.
But Deuteronomy 28:68 tells the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So the Jewish Holocaust, I don't think any of them was on ships.
There it is. There it is, Imam.
It ain't no thinking. They weren't.
They weren't. So again, and you're absolutely right. And look, that's the end game. Let the scriptures be true and let every man else a liar. It says what it says. But I'm just saying, 3 years in a concentration camp, we got you beat by 40 years. We all came out at the same time. Where the Black Jewish Holocaust Monument at? Where's the Black Holocaust Museum at? You see what I'm saying? Man. So that's all I'm saying. If we can find it, we can read it. And even in the Willie Lynch letter, and I end with this because I run all day. Even in the Willie Lynch letter, it says the Negro mind, it says the mind, it's a warning. The mind has a natural ability to correct itself if it can touch a piece of its original history. And like you said, the best way to get out of this thing is stop thinking like the very people that's in this thing.
One more thing, just like downtown St. Louis, a lot of our people in Israel was sold right on that.
Right on it, yes. Bring it out. Bring it out.
That stating any of that, not even in the Jefferson expansion, museum down there.
Mm-hmm.
They want that history erased.
Even in Texas, they trying to take it all out the book.
All slavery is out of the textbooks. They call it indentured servitude. You got some out?
Yeah, I was like made by the same name slaves sold out here in St. Louis. I don't care what understanding you come from, right? You know what I'm saying? My thing is this, right? If you come into an understanding and you got so-called teachers or elders, whatever, right? And you came in understanding this, right? And this is what you learned. And then all of a sudden now, a couple years, maybe 3, 4, 5, whatever, and they start switching what they taught you. Right? Switching. Mm-hmm. You see in the scripture, wait a minute, that doesn't say that.
Right.
You taught me this, but now you're saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the scripture is saying opposite of what you're saying. I don't care where you at.
Elder or not.
What's going on?
You're going on.
Shut it down. I don't care. It ain't about I like you. You my favorite elder. You know what I'm saying? You this, that, the third. If I know you going off of them scriptures, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because at a certain point, you season. That's why you should tell you better study trace of approval. That's why you better be in the scriptures. People out there on YouTube and all that, you watching classes all day long. That's fine. You need to be in the Bible for yourself, reading.
Studying.
Every day, every night, reading. You come to get edified by the elders and the leaders, teachers. But you better make sure you're reading the Bible because the Most High ain't called you for no reason. He's going to show you what it is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when my elders started talking about the 12 apostles and all the other crazy stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, send me them scriptures. And when they sent me them scriptures, I said, I'm going to analyze these scriptures. I was in Jamaica. I said, oh, hold on. I went in the scriptures and boom, boom. You said you the 12 apostles? Okay. Automatically, you was telling us, don't worry, the scripture about genealogy. Okay, boom. I'm reading these different things. I'm like, man, they supposed to say they John, they Paul, they Peter, I said the basic milk scripture.
Then cut.
The milk.
Milk
does a body good.
That's right.
He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. I said, So if you're saying you're Paul, you're Peter, you're John, and you know that you can be wicked as hell, so you ain't got to endure to the end to be saved.
You got to know.
So you're lying.
Gotta be.
You're lying. Because if I got to endure to the end, Negro, you got to endure to the end, Negro.
Because
anybody can go what the elders taught us about, with the brothers I had, reincarnation, regeneration, right? They said that under reincarnation, under that term, there's remembrance of former things. So how you know you John?
Right.
Based on what you taught us, there's no remembrance
of past life.
Of past life. So you can't.
So you shouldn't be twisting your lips that you are John.
Yeah, you can't say you John now
because you can't trace it. You wouldn't remember.
Yeah, you can't remember because this is what you taught us. See, that's why you got to stand on what people teach, man. You taught me this, bro. Now you switching it. I know you lying now because this is what you stood on. I'm not gonna follow you switching stuff up, all kind of crazy. You bugging.
Yeah, and that's the scary part, man. Our people follow. And listen, I'm talking about this is nothing nobody told. This is what, and I'm saying, listen, y'all jumping down my throat. And I love to entertain a good little argument here and there. I actually, you know, it's cool for me. You saying, bro, you was hella tired yesterday, but boy, it got you into that situation. Boy, you second wind and ran all night working. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go to bed till this morning. 9 o'clock. I was as amped just going. So the whole thing is, it tells you that these priests should have the law in their mouth. When they sit there and say the law in the mouth says that this is how it's supposed to be, stranger can't be there, not in the temple unless they purchased by money. Y'all bring these in as ribs. You know what I'm saying? Sex on the Shabbat, all these other heresies, bro. And you can't get justified by scripture. Run. Your soul is on the line.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get us a prayer. Let's pray on in. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, let's get into this topic, man. Your questions for the Holy One of Israel. We're going to examine a brother named Ezra, ancient brother that we had in our history. And every question he had, more than likely you got to this very day. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and get this cracking. If y'all know how we get down, we're going to face Jerusalem when we pray. That's Daniel, the 6 chapters, 1 through 10. That's also 1 Kings 8, 20 through 42. The scriptures also tells in Timothy 2 and 8, spread forth thy hands. That's also 1 Kings 8 and 54. And pursuant to 1 Corinthians 11 chapter, men are to uncover their heads when praying and prophesying, and women are to cover their heads. All things done decently in order. We're going to get this prayer off. Now let's go ahead and feast on this word, man. Most High done allowed us to come through and keep his weekly set apart time or his appointment, the Shabbat. How about we humble ourselves and get ourselves together?
That's right.
All right, because many of us didn't make it to the next Shabbat. All right. All right. So, all right, y'all repeat after me. Abinu.
Abinu.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Yikadesh.
Yikadesh.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Tabo.
Tabo.
Malkuteka.
Malkuteka.
Yeah, I say.
Yeah, I say.
Ratzonka.
Ratzonka.
Kabashemayim.
Kabashemayim.
Cain.
Cain.
Baaret.
Baaret.
Etlakim.
Etlakim.
Kukenu.
Kukenu.
Tainlanu.
Tainlanu.
Hayom.
Hayom.
Uslaklanu.
Uslaklanu.
All.
Katainu.
Katainu. Kamo.
Kamo.
Shel Sokin.
Shel Sokin.
Gam.
Gam.
Anaknu.
Anaknu.
Lakotin.
Lakotin.
Lanu.
Lanu.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Tabienu.
Tabienu.
Lide.
Lide.
Nisayon.
Nisayon.
Ki.
Ki.
In.
In.
Kaltsenu.
Kaltsenu.
Min hara.
Min hara.
Ki laka.
Ki laka.
Hamam laka.
Hamam laka.
Wahagura.
Wahagura.
Wahatiferet.
Wahatifaret.
Laome.
Laome.
Olamin.
Olamin.
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
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 Praise the mighty Yah. That's right. Let's get in English. Let's get in English. Our Father,
Our Father
in heaven, holy is your name.
Holy is your name.
May your kingdom come.
May your kingdom come.
And your will be done.
And your will be done.
On earth
On earth.
as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us
And
our sins, as we also have forgiven those who sinned against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Hallelujah. 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 Praise the mighty Yah. Bashima Mashiach. That's right. All the Hebrew getting it done. Hallelujah. That's right. Well, happy for it. La me. Hola me. Yeah. Praise. All right, I see you. We got about 87 people up in the chat. Hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah.
Lord bless y'all.
Let me go ahead and shout some of y'all out. I see y'all. Let me go on up from the bottom. I hope we got up here. My sister Tony Gray, North Carolina. My sister Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Tuvaya, my Texas brethren. Shemuel, Amunah Bat Yah, Shabbat Shalom, my sister. Diana, Shabbat Shalom. Who else we got up here? Amana Tez and Boo Chop Shop, my sister. TT Earth, Shalom.
Shalom.
Krishna Irby, North Carolina, my sister. Folk Tribe, Kanye Yahweh Die, Hallelujah. Irish Stevens, Antonio Harris. Let the spirit of Yah live on amongst his word. That's right. All praises.
That's our young brother Tony Ezra.
August Dreams. Okay, that's out here local.
Yeah, local. Yeah.
Howard Brown, my Jamaican brethren. Howard Die, North Star. Y'all in the building. Andre Ingram. Andre Ingram. I got to get on. You talking about lighting these right here? Yeah, Yaki supposed to be lighting them. He going off. He listening.
Yeah, he say
he going off, man.
Going off.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Shabbat Shalom. Seraphina, my sister. Mina J. Mina J in the building.
One thing.
You got something to say? Go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of y'all that's sending y'all contact information to Mally on the email. Y'all not adding y'all numbers. Y'all just sending the email address. We need the numbers and the emails. So just, a heads up.
Aaron Jacob, Shalom. Solomon McFadden, Shabbat Shalom, my brother. Mama Maggie. Y'all in the building. Sound like we all good. Sound like we can be heard. Mrs. Royal, Shalom. All right. Malak Aki. I feel you. Malaki. I ain't mad at you, brother. Got the same name, basically. All right, let's get it done. First script we're going to go through is 2nd Esdras, out the Apocrypha. For the most part, we're going to be in the Apocrypha today. 2nd Ezra, we're going to go to chapter 2, start around verse 38. 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, start around verse 38. You want to know what's up with that, my sisters? Sometimes a lot of us be on the same spirit, the same wavelength. So you were studying 2nd Ezra today. There's no coincidence that we in 2nd Ezra today.
Yeah, vibrations.
Did I talk to you today, Aaron Jacobs? No, of course not. A lot of these things that we going through, we already hear. All right, so a lot of the questions that we have for the Holy One of Israel, our ancient brethren who was actually a slave in Babylon, he actually actually asked the Most High questions. Now you heard today, don't question the Most High God, don't question the Lord. How dare you?
Seek him.
But in the scriptures, a lot of these men questioned him. They questioned. They wanted to know why. Why is this going down like this? Why is this like this? You understand? Even his son, the Messiah. You feel me? His disciples asked him questions constantly. Question after question after question. Why is it like this? What is really going on? You feel me? So you actually have every right to question and ask questions about the Most High power. The Most High God, Yahweh, some say Yahweh, Yahweh. You got every right to ask questions because you won't understand it. You won't understand it. You feel me? So there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's all good. You got something up here or something? Oh, right here. I think this shit right here. My bad. Please forgive it.
Did you ask him questions when he was on the tree? He said, why won't you take this stuff?
Yeah. He got to the garden.
There's plenty of questions. All right, so and the whole thing is about our understanding. You ask questions because you won't understand it. All right, so first we're gonna go to Ephesians. Let me Ephesians 1 real quick. Ephesians, the first chapter. Let's go into understanding being had. All right, Ephesians chapter 1. All right, we're going to read 17 through 19. And then I need Colossians 1 after that. All right. You ask questions because you won't understand it. Then we're going to get into the second Ezra and all that, because this brother has so many questions for the Most High.
Good Lord,
The Lord is what?
No, I was looking at that.
Stay focused, brother. We all good. I need that Ephesians 1, 17 through 19. All right.
Ephesians chapter 1, verse 17. That the Most High of our Master, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Father of glory, may give unto you the spirit of wisdom and revelation.
The whole thing is for you to receive wisdom and revelation. That's the point. Why are you in these scriptures? Why are you dealing with knowledge from the ancient world if it's not about you receiving revelation, wisdom, and understanding? All right, go ahead.
In the knowledge of him.
In the what?
Knowledge of him.
We're saying knowledge. You ask questions because you lack understanding and you lack knowledge on certain things. Right? That's why you ask questions. In other words, you didn't get into this truth to level off or to plateau off or to decrease. You're supposed to be constantly increasing. Go ahead.
There should be some type of revelation always.
No doubt.
Down.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Because you're constantly studying, meditating, and you realize even when you get into some people scared of the book of Enoch, but even when you get into the book of Enoch, it says there are over 360,000 layers to the Torah.
That's right.
300. So you can be reading something on the surface level and it has 360,000 deeper understandings. Not saying the surface level is off, right? But it dives even deeper. You feel me? And you can apply it on so many levels. Go ahead, let's get it.
Verse 18. The eyes of your understanding being enlightened.
Talking about the eyes of your understanding is going to your spiritual eye, your mind. All right, go ahead.
That ye may know what is the hope of his calling and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints.
Y'all see that? Read 19 and we're going to jump.
And what is the exceeding greatness of his power to us?
It says exceeding greatness of his power. Exceeding means over and beyond, right? Greatness of his power. His power is exceeding. It's over and beyond, because we're dealing with wisdom, we're dealing with revelation, we're dealing with knowledge, and we're dealing with understanding. All this comes. These are the riches. All of this comes when you confess and believe in the Son of the Most High. All right, go ahead.
And what is the exceeding greatness of his power to usward?
Toward usward means toward us. Toward us, right? Go ahead.
Who believe?
Who what?
Believe.
Or have faith. To us that really believe, fully persuaded in this truth. Go ahead.
According to the working of his mighty power.
According to the working of his weak power.
Mighty
his
power.
Weakness.
Mighty power.
Mighty power. What we talking about, you're supposed to be elevating constantly. If you're diligent in this and you're praying and you're meditating, you're supposed to be forever increasing. Because what we're going through is power. We're dealing with revelation, knowledge, understanding, mighty power, exceeding power, over and beyond. These are the true riches. All right, Colossians 1 is where we're going next out. Give me Colossians 1. I believe it's like 7 through 9 or something like that. Let me see. Colossians chapter 1. Oh, Colossians chapter 1. Give me verse 8 through 11. 8 through 12. 8 through 13. Colossians 1, 8 through 13. All praise, glory, and honor. That's right. Rich in faith, bird game. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Email us. You said want to get in contact with us. Matter of fact, let me update the description box real quick. They want to get in contact with us, just email us. And then we can take it from there. And, we can make it happen. All right, edit, bang. See, in this understanding and this truth that you professing, you understand, you're supposed to be elevating constantly, not plateauing off. You know what I'm saying? Not getting comfortable in your own little understanding. You're supposed to be constantly refining, constantly sharpening. Iron sharpens iron. That's what the scriptures say. So if you got iron and you got iron and y'all constantly clashing, sparks gonna be flying too. But in the end, it's to make us better. You know what I'm saying? When you get to the point to where you just playing with your thumb, sitting back, I got the same breakdowns from 20 years ago, but nobody's ever tried your understanding. And every time somebody tried to come and try it, you kind of like assassinated their character or something like that. This is not what this is talking about. You feel me? If what you have is the truth, you should not be afraid of anybody coming to bring you any information. What's the best or worst that can happen?
You learn something.
You're going to learn something. That's what it's about, learning. And so, you know what? I do say that. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean every time you bring us something, we just going to lay down. I mean, you know, we naturally going to, because we warriors, we naturally going to pull swords and say, okay, well, let's see. You know, ching, 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 ching. But I mean, in the end, we love our brothers and sisters. This is what it is. You know, but we can't be afraid to learn something, you know what I'm saying, or to tighten up the doctrine that we already have.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
That? There are some of us that way, that we think we know it all. We think that because we have the tools that we need to learn with, that we know it all. And that person is very difficult to deal with because they think they know it all. I don't think it's nobody alive that know it all.
That's right.
I agree with that.
Now, that's what I think. I don't know about what nobody else thinks, because, you know, when the Holy Yahweh called me back to the ministry, and he started teaching me this teaching, I'm like, what is all this? I don't know. I was 52 years old when he brought back the ministry. I'm like, I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. I don't remember all of this.
Right. But you know what the scriptures say in 1 Corinthians, the 8th chapter, and Galatians, the 6th chapter, knowledge puffeth up. If a man himself to know something, he knows nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to be able to humble down and just, you know, even if you know that the Most High is dealing with you. Okay, bro. Even if you know that the Most High is dealing with you, always be willing, always be willing, you know what I'm saying, to take the low road and humble down. You know what I'm saying? Because he or she may be telling you something that's true. You know what I'm saying? You all puffing like ain't nobody tell me nothing, but that puffing up is because you actually think that you've arrived at the level to where nobody can tell you something, right? You the groovy guru now. You the groovy guru, you know? You floated in the room. Can't nobody tell you nothing. No.
You floated in the room.
Just floated in the room. Yeah, the groovy guru. You know what I'm
talking about. You floated in the room.
But we gotta make sure we check that. You know what I'm saying? This is none of our information. I didn't author none of this.
That's right.
And like the foundation of what we talking about is from the heavens. It didn't start on earth. It's from the heavens. So me acting as if I authored this and I know about 1 million witnesses in her. Ask me something, I bet I can pull it out the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Unless you humble, that'll puff you up.
Well, you know, I experienced that this week, and it really on Monday, it really kind of hurt me, because this person and I mean, she's very well versed. I tried to get her to come and be with her brothers, you know, and everything, and just, you know, sit like me. I know quite a bit, but I'm not puffed up where
you show yourself back and forth to each other all the time.
Right. I can't sit there and say I know it all. I can't sit with I'd rather sit with my brothers. I've been cussed out, put out of these churches.
Welcome to the block.
Escorted out of churches, out of so-called Hebrew temple, cussed out, you know, put out, you know, you name it. So now why I can't be with my brother? You know, that's kind of obvious to me.
That's right.
You know, give them a chance. You know, and not only that, support them.
That's right. That's right, sis. That's what it's about. A lot of us don't want to do that.
No.
Who they think they is down there? I mean, I hear you.
I went all the way home from here.
And yeah.
8.
And then came on back. You was down there earlier. Actually, let's get a witness on based off what you're saying, right? Give me Galatians real quick if you can, bro. Give me Galatians 6. Galatians 6 and 3. And then if you can pull first Corinthians 8 for me. It's about those being puffed up.
All right, it's Galatians 6, chapter 6, verse 3. It say, for if a man think himself to be something,
right,
when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself.
You deceive yourself. Right? Knowledge actually puffeth up. It puffs us up. We gain a little knowledge and we start thinking, can't nobody tell us nothing. Because we think they haven't been through the same curriculum or, you know what I'm saying, school of thought that we've been into. Right? That's how it usually works. Give me, if you can, give me a witness to that. 1 Corinthians 8, read 1 and 2 for me. When a man think of himself to be something, he is nothing. He's deceiving himself. He think he knows something.
But you know what annoyed me about the whole situation? She went to Branson, Missouri to see a Japanese who could cope, but you can't come around the corner and be with my brother.
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah, but that's what it is though, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. You feel me? A lot of our people are caught into the knowledge and wisdom of the world, mama. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Like they look at what we doing and like, oh, that's cute, y'all reading the Bible. That's it. That's cute. You're not realizing this is prophecy. It's the valley of the dry bones. The bones are starting to come back together. The nation that was scattered and dead for thousands of years are starting to revive. You understand? And now we having life amongst us. And now we're starting to get together. And now we're starting to stand up as an exceeding great and mighty army. Either this is just a cute fad or this is prophecy. So a lot of our people can't see that though. They're gonna look at it like, whatever. I ain't, whatever. Them little niggas down there reading the Bible, but it's prophecy. You couldn't have told any of us that we would be teaching the Bible back in our teenage years. When the majority of your life gonna be dedicated to the Bible by the time you get in your early 20s. You would have told me that, I'd have laughed at you when I was 18. Like, what? You did, but man's goings are of the Most High. You see? That's what we get. Give me a witness to that. 1 Corinthians 8. 1 Corinthians 8, I need 1 and 2. Ezekiel 37, yeah. Yeah, we can read it. Yeah, we read Ezekiel 37, that's 10 through 14. They go into the valley of the dry bones. And they talk about how eventually at the end they stand up an exceeding great and mighty army. House of Israel. That's right. All right. Thank y'all for all y'all prayers and y'all support, man. Most I bless y'all. We've been out here a whole month. You know what I'm saying? And we've been going every day. It's been beautiful. Some of us just do this. You got 1 Corinthians 8, read 1 and 2 for me.
1 Corinthians 8, verse 1.
Yeah.
Now it's touching the things offered unto idols. We know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up.
That's the point right there. Knowledge puffeth up. It actually, if you're not careful, it'll have you thinking that you know something more and better than anybody else. You understand? Knowledge puffeth up, right? Come on, now let's get it.
But charity edifieth.
In other words, if you being charitable to somebody, they gonna think in their mind eventually, even if not right out the gate, eventually they're gonna be like, it's something different about that brother. It's something different about that sister. And then being as edifying them, they're gonna start coming to ask questions. Hey man, what is it you believe? What's going on? Are you seeing difference? You see, charity actually edifies. Come on, now, let's get it.
And if any man think that he knoweth anything.
That he knoweth what?
Anything.
Anything. Come on.
He knoweth nothing.
You don't know nothing.
Yet, as he ought to know.
As he ought to know. But we got two witnesses. We got over here in 1 Corinthians 8 and in Galatians 6 and 3. Knowledge puffeth up. Man may think himself to know something, but what? He knows nothing. So the first thing to do when you come into this understanding is to keep your head down. And don't take credit for nothing. Give all praises to the Most High. You feel me? And ask and earnestly beseech the Most High that he continues to deal with you. I've watched men lose the spirit over the years. Women too. You know what I'm saying? Most High take that spirit right off of you and give it to somebody that's going to do something. I've witnessed that several times. So if you know that the Most High is dealing with you, your best bet is to what? Keep your head down. Don't start feeling all puffed up like, yeah, that's me. I told all them niggas down there. Now stop that. Don't get into that spirit. You feel me? This knowledge is the Most High's, and He's allowing you to edify His flock, not yours. Not yours. You feel me? Keep your head low. Once you do that, now the Most High can exalt you when it's due time. When it's time for Him to raise you up and tell you, job well done, good and faithful servant. Look, you stayed humble. You stayed diligent. You did what I told you to do. I got a major league reward for you. That's how we need to be. All right. My mama want to hear the value of dry bones. Give me Ezekiel 37, and let's get into the second.
Real quick too.
All right, go ahead. What you got?
When we was talking about that prophecy earlier, like how it goes on. When you come back, I know I did the very thing. Churches that I traveled through over the years, I go back and try to talk to the preachers. Some can admit that the most powerful one was some of the last ones. Pastor Kendrick, he passed away just this year.
Did he?
Yeah, Pastor Kendrick.
Most High have mercy on him, man.
Yeah, he was like, he was in AME Church, African Methodist Episcopal. And he was like, I'll go in every other Shabbat before I came to class, here, and I, talk to Matthew, hey, I might need some of y'all to come with me, just to holler at the, we had men's meeting. So we was able to sit and talk, and they're like, you're right about so much, but then the whole thing was the doctrine of the AME Church had to be a part. And from that, he actually left the church and went and created his own church. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, may the Lord have mercy. But what you run into is people don't want you to upset their order. So it'd be what they want going on more so than what should be going on. So I'm reading this Isaiah 39 and 10. That this is the rebellious people. Lying.
Where you at, Isaiah what?
30. Isaiah 30.
Isaiah the 30th chapter, y'all. Isaiah chapter 30 what?
9 and 10.
9 and 10. Come on.
Says that this is a rebellious people. Lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Most High. That's what we're seeing now. Even those who claim they're Israel, if we go to the law, we go to the Torah, the Tanakh, and we see the witness, and you try to, I think,
it really don't mean that.
It don't really mean that. Yeah. Ain't looked up nothing. But watch this what it says in 10. Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not, until us right things, speak unto us smooth.
That's what people want today. They
want smooth.
Everything smooth, not straightforward. Even though when you bring it straightforward and you shoot straight,
they tell you
at times people think like it hurt people's feelings. At times, you feel me? But when it comes straightforward like that, you learn to deal with it. You be like, okay, once I get mad and get out my feelings, that scripture ain't went nowhere. And now I gotta re-examine myself and see, okay, well dang, let me get myself in line. Now say you came down here and you said something, and I knew if I said this scripture, it would make you mad, right? And I didn't say the scripture. I tried to explain it in a way to make you feel
comfortable.
Feel me? I would be doing you a disservice in the end. Yeah, it would be a smooth teaching. Itchy ear doctrine.
Yeah, itchy ear
I would be playing around with you.
And like you
about this, you would be respected more in the end if you just shoot straight, and let our people know whether it be male or female, shoot straight. They may be mad for a nanosecond, but in the end, they can't escape what it is that you said, and eventually they're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, that's what it is. You only can be mad for so long. Anger is even a temporary emotion, like every emotion. All right, let's get this. What we at? You got the Isaiah. You already pulled that. What we at? Ezekiel 37. Read.
Even carnally though, we always heard what truth hurts, right? But when it comes to the scriptures, we don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
we think it's just everything's supposed to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, like just spread smooth like parquet or some Grey Poupon. That's real smooth, butter knife doctrine. No, this word cuts.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? And it challenges you. Like I read the scriptures every day. It challenges me. I read some stuff. I'll be like, whoa, that did say that. Let me get myself together before, you know what I'm saying? And that proves that you actually are trying to fall in love with the Most High. If you are in the spirit of, I only like portions of the Bible because it sits well with me, you in love with yourself, not the Most High. Because if you was in love with the Most High, even the things you didn't understand about him, you would pray and ask him, Lord, Yahweh, help me understand that. I don't understand it right now, but please help me understand it. You wouldn't be in the spirit like, I just don't deal with that part because I just don't feel. And look, get that gone, because that's the very spirit that the Most High is going to exterminate off this earth. That makes you his enemy, right? And it only proves you in love with yourself. You a benefit believer. You only like the parts of the Bible that make you feel good, but the parts that challenge you, you got a problem with. You see, we got to get past that as a people. We have to. All right, where we at? Ezekiel 37. Read like 10 through 14, I believe it is.
All right, Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 10.
Yeah.
So I prophesied as he commanded me.
Come on.
And the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
This is the valley of dry bones. You go back to verse 1. Matter of fact, Malcolm X, the great leader Malcolm X, you understand? He understood that this Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, was about the Negro here in America. He understood it. Like the valley of the dry bones is about us, right? And he was in the Islam and understood that, look, if you go into the Bible, read about the valley of dry bones, it has to do with us as a people here in the United Snakes of America and scattered abroad. Okay? So they stood up on their feet. Eventually, these bones had to reconnect. Breath had to come into them. Skin had to start growing on them. And eventually they stood up. Even though they were bones at first, they connected, skin came, life came, and they stood up an exceeding great army. Come on now.
Right. Verse 11.
Yeah.
Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
These bones are the whole house of Israel. Yeah, 37:10, mama. These bones are the whole house of Israel. So the fact that Malcolm X knew that the dry bones was about us as the Negro, he just told you we was Israelites. If you got to look, if you reading this and you're saying that Ezekiel 37 is about us in America and scattered abroad, then you can't get past verse 10 without realizing we the Israelites. We are the whole house of Israel. All right, go ahead.
Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost.
Right.
We are cut off our parts. Verse 12.
Come on.
Therefore prophesy and say unto them,
come on.
Thus said Yahweh our power.
Yeah.
Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves.
So we not only talking about a physical resurrection, we talking about a spiritual resurrection, right? Look, this is no coincidence that worldwide, not worldwide, nationwide and earthwide, shall I say, Israelites are standing up all over the earth now. Yeah, all over the earth now, right? That's because this prophecy is being fulfilled. If it's not being fulfilled, this is just a cute little movement. It's gonna fizzle out like a dud on the 4th of July. We should know better. We should know better. This prophecy is coming to pass. Whenever have you ever seen, even if you grew up in the 60s, whenever have you ever seen multitudes of brothers on the street corners holding classes? I'm talking about with the Bible raising their people up.
They not like they are today.
Exactly. That's the point. You feel me? Like this proves where we at today is that the valley of the dry bones is being fulfilled. Because even in the 60s, we had a sense of community, protecting self and all that. But nobody, for the most part, was coming out hard and saying, look, this is
under the banner
Bible, the God of Israel. This is what it is. We are the valley of the dry bones. Brothers on street corners holding classes. The brothers are coming out more hard and birds on their face. The sisters are covering up, being more virtuous. I mean, that's happening now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So this prophecy is being fulfilled. All right, come on, Rock, let's get it.
Let me say something.
Go ahead, Mom.
Really quick. I got a prophetic word about a year ago. I heard people talking about how hard the Israelite brothers is, and they shouldn't be that hard, and blah blah blah. Like the Holy Spirit told me.
Yeah.
Ruach HaKodesh told me, say, I got them like that. He said, because when you want to break down boulders, you got to call for heavy equipment.
That's right. That's right.
He said, once you call for the heavy equipment, he said, then you can get them a little smaller. Then you can call in for the less.
Yeah,
The front line work
He
got to be
said,
done.
once you get them ground up a little bit more,
the first, that's right, mama, the first responders.
that's
Like,
right.
look, you can't wake a sleeping people up like, wake up, please.
Right.
Wakey, eggs and bacon. Come on, please wake up.
Are you scared?
No, you gotta get at these people.
So even if
Wait.
what do you call it?
There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah,
Whatever. Even if they ain't doing correctly, exactly the way the Most High doing, they still doing
They crying
all
aloud.
the work.
They crying aloud.
They still out there screaming on the corners. They still out there breaking down the big boulders. So the next ones in line could
Yeah.
be small.
How else you gonna wake up a slumbering people?
That's right.
What he tell his prophet Ezekiel? I send you forth into the children of Israel, a rebellious people,
That's right.
right? Make your forehead harder than theirs. And if you don't, I'm gonna confound you in front of them. Our job ain't to trip off our people mad. They can get mad all they want. I fear the Most High more than I do my own family and my own friends.
That sounds like my mama said, if you go out there and get beat up,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
For letting them beat you up.
Exactly, mama. You feel me? Come on, Knock, let's get it.
Verse 12 again.
Yeah.
Therefore prophesy and say unto them,
Mhm.
thus said Yahweh our power,
Yeah.
behold, O my people,
Uh-huh.
I will open your grave
Come on.
and cause you to come up out of your grave.
That's right.
And bring you out into the land of Israel.
Uh-huh.
Verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh
Oof.
when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves.
And he knows he giving us a land. We being resurrected, and now he giving us home, giving us the land. You gonna know I'm your power, your mighty one when I resurrected you and gave you your homeland. And don't forget, we stood up an exceeding great army.
Yes.
Exceeding means far and beyond.
Yes.
You see, and that's what's happening. The Most High is raising up soldiers
Yes.
in his final hour.
I'm gonna say
Not-
one thing and then I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
shut up.
Go ahead, Mom.
When I went to Mississippi 2 weeks ago, first night we got there was on a Friday, the 19th of April. I had a vision before I woke up. The vision was I seen stars. They appeared to be stars. They was like lined up, straight in a row. Then all of a sudden they all just said, came down. When they got to the ground, they were beings. Looked like us.
Yeah. Now in the scripture, it's symbolic. The stars are symbolic for men, angels as well, right? That's Genesis 37, Joseph's dream about the sun, moon, and stars. Remember, Jacob checked him and said, "What you mean? Me, your mother, and your brothers gonna bow to you?" Jacob was the sun, right? Rachel was the moon, and the stars were the other brothers. Yeah, it's symbolic. So the fact you had that vision only proves what's already in the scripture. Beautiful thing. Come on, Knock, let's get it.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
And shall put my spirit in you,
Mhm.
and ye shall live,
Uh-huh.
and I shall place you in your own land.
Uh-huh.
Then shall ye know that I am Yahweh,
That's right.
have spoken it and performed it, said Yahweh.
So the whole thing is about the resurrection of this nation, standing up, the bones coming together, life coming back into them, skin growing on them. We stand up exceeding great army. We become resurrected spiritually and physically, and we get Zion. End game is home. Every man shall turn to his own people and flee to his own land. That's what the Bible says. You see? And that's what we're witnessing now. We actually are nose deep, not neck deep or waist deep. We're nose deep in prophecy. This thing about over, and our people still playing. All right. Before we get into Ezra, I need Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. One of y'all, if y'all can grab it for me. Ezekiel 2nd. Because look, the life of a prophet, the life of somebody that's sent to spread and speak the word of the Most High, that ain't no easy job. Look, you're gonna be talked about. You're not gonna, everybody ain't gonna like you. People gonna be offended that here he come again, here she come again. This is what it is. But our fear is reserved for him that's on high. The whole world can be mad at me. I can give less than a nothing. I'd rather have the entire earth mad at me than my creator. Right? And that's the mindset we need to be in. It don't matter what your mama got to say. If she against it, it don't matter. And not saying disrespect her, I dishonor her. Right? But if she against this lifestyle, it don't matter in the end. What she got to say don't matter according to the Most High. You feel me? Mama, one day, hopefully we can sit down and talk about this Bible. You know what I'm saying? And she may cast a little things at you like, you know, you into all that or whatever. But those are feelings. What she can't get at you with is the scripture.
Right.
And if she can't get at you with the scripture, then what she's saying won't hold up in the court of the Most High God. It won't. It's just feelings. It's just feelings. Right? Your uncles, you know, I come from a family of Joan and uncles. Boy, them uncles will dry you out the house. Aunties and them that boy slander you, cousins and them. You know what I'm saying? Female cousins. I come from a long family of that. But in order for me to have survived all this time, I had to let all that go. I sleep good at night. I don't live my life based off what other people think. Now, if you want to come get me to switch up my ways, you better come with that Bible. Come with them scriptures. And show me where I'm going off. And in the end, I'm going to hug you and thank you. Thank you for showing me. But if it's just feelings, oh, no, that won't hold up around here. You know what I'm saying? That'll never hold up because that won't hold up in the court of the Almighty. All right, Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Start verse 1 for me.
Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1.
Yeah.
And the Spirit entered into me. And when he spake unto me and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel.
Ezekiel is a Hebrew Israelite prophet. His commission, he was sent to his people, the children of Israel. Most I bless you, black like the Messiah. All right, come on, Hebrew.
To the children of Israel.
Yeah.
To a rebellious nation.
What kind of people?
A rebellious nation.
A rebellious nation. You see that? Our people are beyond rebellious. Our people are hell-bent at doing what they want to do. Now, notice Ezekiel, the Most High, put the spirit on him and said, I'm sending you to your own people, and they are rebellious. So, right, you know, in his mind, he had to understand everybody's not going to receive me. Some people going to talk bad about me. They're going to hate me. They're going to talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, count the cost. You know what the Most High put you on. You know you're going to be hated for the most part. Does that mean you don't say anything? No, my job is to let you know what time it is. Yeah, exactly, Mama. Come on now.
To a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day.
As you see, even unto Ezekiel's day, and even to our day now, right? He say them and your fathers. You see, we come from a long, it's in our DNA. It's called stiff-neckedness. We just like to do whatever we want to do. It's crazy because we the only people you can't tell nothing to. Boy. Every other nation on the earth today, you can tell them something, and they may meditate on it and then adjust their behavior. When it comes to this Negro, oh man, you think he got the answers? Being 400 years as a captive slave, ain't nothing worked for you. And when somebody try to tell you, look, that ain't what you're supposed to be, you can't tell me nothing. This is how you know this is us, because nobody else acts like this. All right, come on, Doc, let's get it.
For they are impudent, children, and stiff-hearted.
Wow. Wow, impudent and stiff-hearted. That means you're hard-headed. Come on, Doc.
I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus says Yahweh thy power.
See, our only job is to tell you what thus saith the Most High. I can't look, sister, if I was you, I feel and I think that you should alter and just
run. Buddy.
Now that's a false prophet. You ever run somebody like that? Well, no, and I just think you should just that's a false prophet. These men would look, tell them what I told you to tell them. That's it. That makes our job easy, actually. I ain't gotta water nothing down. I don't gotta make it sound like some big elaborate scheme. I ain't even got to make it seem as if it don't mean what it say. I simply have to tell you what it says in the Bible. You feel me? That's my only job. I don't got to say nothing else. And either you going to take heed or you ain't. All right? Come on, Doc. Let's get it.
And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
Whether they listen or not. Go ahead.
For they are a rebellious house.
Man, our people are rebellious. You understand? We love to blame the white man for stuff. I don't. I know what's in. I know the heathen going down. He going in chains. I understand that. But I'm not in the business of blaming him for nothing. Him or none of these other nations. How about we get ourselves together? Stop complaining. Stop doing what they do. That's the quickest way to get them to fall. To be holy and set apart and do what the Most High Yah has commanded us, and we'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah. No, he said whether they hear or whether they don't listen. So when I come to my people or come to our people, my job ain't even the trip about where they probably don't listen to me. I don't care if you listen or not. I was told to tell you. Now you gotta work that out with the Most High yourself, whether you're gonna listen or not. My job was to tell you what it is. That's it. All right, come on, now let's get it.
Yeah, shall know that there has been a prophet among them.
That's right. Come on.
And thou, son of man,
come on,
be not afraid of them.
See, our first command as messengers of the Most High is not to be afraid of our people. We don't care nothing about your wrinkled forehead. We don't care nothing about your tight lips and all your gossiping you want to say about the men and daughters of the Most High that's going to tell you the truth. We don't care. I don't. And if you care too much, you'll fade away in this thing. You got to learn to get thick skin. Once you get thick skin or sound mind in this, I don't care what nobody got to say about me. I sleep well at night. Y'all understand me? Well. I don't care if it's my aunties and them, and I love them. You know what I'm saying? Love they cooking and everything. I don't care if it's my favorite cousins, and I love them. And then we got so many memories together. But I can give less than nothing if you don't like me because I'm telling you what thus saith the Most High. I don't even care. All right, come on, Doc, let's get it.
Neither be afraid of their words.
Come on.
Though briars and thorns be with thee.
Come on.
And thou dost dwell among scorpions.
He called us scorpions, y'all. He called his own people scorpions, snakes, dragons. You dwell amongst thorns going to holler at your rebellious people. Right? That's telling you it's not going to be easy. It's telling you you're going to be persecuted. It's telling you you're going to be talked about, and I'm talking about bad. Though you dwell among scorpions and briars and thorns. What else to say?
Be not afraid of their words.
You don't care nothing about your looks or your words. What that mean to me or us? Come on, now.
Nor be dismayed at their looks.
Yeah.
Though they be a rebellious house.
That's right. Come on.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
See, we here to speak the Most High's words. Right? And you got to have that in this walk, y'all. I'm telling you. If you in the spirit of, well, I believe this, but I'm going to fully believe it when Big Mama believe it. Or my aunties and them believe it. Or my whole church and pastor believe it.
I'm going to tell my daddy first.
When everybody starts speaking about me like on a smooth level. You see, a lot of people get into this walk and realize that the level of hatred has turned up exponentially. And look, they fall off. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like Ezekiel. He told Ezekiel, make your forehead harder than theirs. I don't care if you dwell among scorpions and briars and thorns. Tell them stiff-necked, rebellious people, that's my people. I told you to tell them. Now, if you got that in your mindset, you ready to do the work of the Most High. If you like, well, I don't know, you know, they may think this, stay on your porch. You ain't ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. You're trying to be politically correct and appease both sides. You're not ready for this. You're not at all. Okay, Mama, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So I went to the restaurant to do something, and I heard the Blue Hawk speak to me and say, I want you to call the bishop and ask him why he's such a liar.
Oh.
Big fat liar. Seriously.
Big fat liar, huh, Mama?
Fat liar.
That's what's up.
Okay, so I had to go first, right? I went out the room. I did. I went out the room, come back in the bathroom, to finish doing whatever I was doing, and I had to. The Holy Spirit was angry this time. I told you to call the bishop and tell him why he's such a big fat liar.
Wow.
And I said,
Called him right on up, huh?
Bishop, the Holy Spirit want to know why you're a big fat liar. I was phone right there. The phone started ringing. I'm on my knees by that. Because, you know, I'm just really just trying to ignore all that because that ain't my job to explain to you nothing.
Yeah.
My job was only to get the message to you. He called me back later on that evening, and he started trying to explain to me why he had somebody's money that I made, $15,000 that he refused to give them after he had received it 4 months prior.
Wow.
And so he started saying things like, okay, well, I've been out of town. I said, look, that ain't between me and you. I don't know what you do. The Most High just told me to give you that message.
They check the door for me. Real talk. I mean, like, that's our only job. Our job is to tell them what it is, nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Whether you receive it or not, that's something you got to deal with the Most High. You got to deal with that, right? And if more of us did that within our own personal lives and just say, look, I'm only here to tell you what the Most High told me to tell you. I got a sister on the live chat right now. That's how she do me. She'll call me right up. Say, what you doing? I ain't doing nothing. What's up? What you want? You know what I'm saying? I ain't on nothing. What you got going on? She be like, oh, look, turn to this scripture, turn to that scripture. What's going on with Val, my sister? Shalom, shalom. Here, walk around that way behind the camera. So with you little jokers.
What up, nephew?
Hey, y'all soldiers sit over here. You know what I'm saying? Let your mama sit over there. But take the baby. I know you gotta take the baby. Take the baby over there. That's cool. Yeah. But they cool. They can these little jokers sit right here.
Look at my boss.
Yeah, I ain't got on you little jokers in a minute. What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? Blessings. All praise. And that's the bathroom right there, y'all. That's the bathroom. Y'all need to use the bathroom, whatever. We need to pull some chips out from them little jokers. Man, you reading, ain't you?
Yeah.
I'll let if you got. I mean, yeah, not quite. In that back cabinet right there at the bottom, it's a big old thing of chips. Pulled it out for them, and then it's some waters over there too. Put them all on that table over there. All right, y'all all good. What's up with y'all little Hebrews?
Look at y'all.
Yeah, Hebrews got tall, man. He about to bring some chips out for y'all, some chips and some water and all that. We all good. All right, so what verse we in? Let's get it.
We're 7.
All right, so we in Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. We in verse 7.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear, whether they will forbear.
So our job is to speak regardless if somebody like it or not, whether they hear it or not. I mean, you can cut it if you got to, just real quick. Y'all can handle y'all business. Whether they listen or whether they don't listen, our job is to bring it out, period. That's our job. It don't matter what nobody like, right? And that ain't an easy job. That, like, if you're in your feelings, that's not an easy task at times, right? That's why you got to separate your actual feelings from what the Most High has you on. You know, just like Jonah. Y'all remember Jonah? The story of Jonah, he got his feelings. Most High say, look, go over there to Nineveh and tell them this. He's like, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I'm cool. He's like, oh, you don't want to go. So he hopped a ship somewhere else, and a major storm kicked off. And the men on the boat was like, man, who are you? Why is this storm acting like this? You feel me? He said, this storm is acting like this because of me. I ran away from my calling. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing was what? Throw me over boat. Throw me over. Throw me into the water, man. He did that, and a whale, a big fish, and swallowing him. And he was in 3 days and 3 nights in this air pocket inside this big old fish. And then finally, when the Most High got done with him, he spit him out, the whale. And guess what he ended up having to do? The very thing the Most High told him to do from the jump. Go over there and tell them what I told you to do. And that's our job as people that speak the word. You have to tell the people, regardless if they like it or not, this is what it is. All right. Or he'll handle you.
Or he'll handle you.
All right.
You know, I had a situation. If anybody, you know, it's on social media. You know, and they feelings about again what I presented. What's going on?
Watch him out real quick. You going to the car? I mean, if you're going, he gonna watch you out. You good?
You know, I had a situation, you know what I'm saying, you know, stuff going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Some people feel I'm not even trying to go all down their road. But like I said, listen, have y'all even hollered at y'all elders about what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? I called, I invited, you know what I'm saying, open video invited, text message, you know what I'm saying? Then I sent the address out. Did you see the address? Did you see the address in your phone? They get the same message. You know what I'm saying? Come down here, we'll holler, we'll chop it up. nothing received. You know what I'm saying? Then I jump on me. I'm a very social person, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even trip off of you. Can't be on some, I'm scared to say, the Lord sees somewhere to go. You have to go. He might not even come back from it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the mission.
Hey, you know, never a dull moment, brother.
Never. You know what
It's
I'm
all
saying?
good.
You got to go. And listen, I'm getting real now. I say, listen, what charge do you have on? That never get answered when I type it or when I speak. What I've done. Well, one person say, well, if you need, you did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So then you'll hear this. Well, I don't care about all that.
So
This what it's supposed to be, chapter and verse. To the fact I was told that I'm not a man because I hide behind the Bible.
Like, look, the whole thing is this, man. It don't even matter what nobody got to say. It don't even matter.
It don't matter.
Your mission is to what? Bring
Tell
out
the
the word. That's it.
But so you
Like,
know the word being brought out when they tell you, that's my point. When they tell you that you're not a man because you hide behind the Bible, ain't this our wisdom amongst the nations? Ain't this our government? Ain't this is our all that? And look, we are told to put on the whole armor of God, right? And at the bottom of that, it says that you may speak boldly.
That's right.
But now you mad at me speaking bold.
Look, it's expected.
No, I'm saying
They was
this
on
makes sense.
They was on the same thing in Ezekiel.
That's exactly.
All right, so look, let's finish it. Let's stick with it. Come on. Where we at? Ezekiel what?
We're at 8 now.
Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 8.
Yeah. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious, like that rebellious house.
Yeah.
Out of thy mouth and eat that I give thee.
They say what? What about the mouth?
Open thy mouth.
That's right. Come on. Open thy mouth. Come on.
Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee. And when I looked and behold, and hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein.
He basically told him, eat this Bible, eat this word. You're going to speak my words. You got to have it within you. Eat it. You know what I'm saying? Eat this whole roll. All right, go ahead.
We got to be like a larvae, like a butterfly larvae. All that larvae do is just eat while it's in that shell. And then once it eat, then it becomes strong enough to make the metamorphosis to become literally a butterfly.
Wow. But you got to eat first. Got to eat this word. Take it in. All right, come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
And he spread it out before me. And it was written within and without.
Come on.
And there was written therein lamentation.
Lamentation. Go ahead.
And mourning.
And mourning.
And woe.
Sure about that. The word that the Most High gave to Ezekiel to tell his people was not, oh, just love everybody. It was lamentation, mourning, and woe. Judgment is coming unless y'all get this together. So again, that shows you that the word that the Most High sent you to speak ain't always smooth. Everybody ain't gonna like you because you coming out with the Bible, and because with this you're gonna have to correct some people. Well, y'all know we ain't supposed to be doing that. You're gonna be like, who he think he is? Do you think you? No, we ain't supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't supposed to be talking like that. No, we ain't supposed to be slandering each other. Watch your mouth. Don't do that. People like, dang, he think he better than everybody. That they gonna say that anyway. Like stuff they saying about you, they gonna say that. Yeah. Right? Our whole job is to make our foreheads harder than theirs. It don't matter. Because we are under orders to tell them what thus saith the Most High. Not what we think. You see? So that was going into, what we was talking about earlier. All right. So look, let's get into these questions that we got, right? The questions, your questions that you would have for the Most High. We're gonna be in the pocket for the day. Second Ezra. I don't even know if I got me no extra apocryphals for the young gunners that just came up. You need this?
What
was in Ephesians? Oh yeah, we was. And he go on Ephesians. You sure right, Mom. Ephesians 1, or was it Colossians 1? Was it Ephesians 1?
I got both of them held in my hand.
Then we read Ephesians 1 already? Or it was Colossians 1 or Ephesians 1. I think it's Colossians. Colossians 1. Let's read 8 through 10. My bad, Mom. Right on for letting me know. I'll be tripping sometimes. What you need?
I get it right.
Okay. I think it's Colossians 1, like 8 through 10. We read Ephesians 1 earlier. Colossians 1. And then let's get into this second Ezra about this apocrypha. Let's get into this. Because it's definitely needed. All right. The questions that he had, most of us had today. You know how you got questions. I just got questions about the Most High, questions about God and why are things like this, especially as young men. I know y'all got questions. You could ask the Most High something, you'll ask him. But in today's understanding, people be like, you can't, don't you question God, right? Or you can't even question the preacher. You see? But that ain't biblical. In the Bible, these men ask questions to the Most High. Say, hey, look, I already told you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ask your questions. You should be able to. So what we're gonna deal with today is a brother named Ezra. He was a priest. He was a Hebrew Israelite. He was a priest out the tribe of Levi. And like we in slavery now, he was in slavery in ancient Babylon. So he was seeing the condition of our people then, and what he used to do was go off into himself. And he used to pray and meditate to himself. You see what I'm saying? And ask the Most High, why are we in this condition? If this is what it is, why are we like this? Why are the heathens ruling over us? Why you ain't just make us all at one time and just get rid of, you know what I'm saying? Judge the wicked and redeem the right. The questions everybody has. We're going to read through some of that today. And y'all going to be like, dang, that's tight. Because his answers, it's deeper than just the questions he had. The answers that he gave them, man, it made me sit back like, dang, that's deep. That little joker right there. He is Dylan and Dave, huh? Yeah, huh? You little jokers and got tall, man.
You have to have a beatdown session in class. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's get it, man. We in Colossians 1, I believe it's 8 through 10, I believe it is.
Colossians chapter 1, verse 8. Who also declared unto us your love in the spirit. For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will and all wisdom and spiritual understanding.
So we got knowledge, his will, spiritual, and understanding, right? So in this walk, you're not meant to level off, you understand, or decrease. We got the knowledge of his will. We got spiritual understanding. All right, you're supposed to get into this and be elevating constantly. If you stay diligent, if you stay constant in this thing, you'll constantly grow. Right? If you look at this Bible like, oh, it ain't nothing, I get to it, yawn. When I get to it, you won't grow at all. You may level off and you may decrease. But if you stay on this, say you read a chapter of Proverbs every morning before you go to school or something. You know what I'm saying? Or read some Psalms or something. Or read a chapter out the Gospels in Matthew or something. What y'all will find out is if you read a little bit every day, you'll start running into the very situations of the very scripture you read. I was just reading about render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's. I was just reading about loving the brothers. I was just reading about how if I lean to my own understanding, you understand, the Most High ain't dealing with me. You'll start noticing it's a spiritual thing. So you'll start noticing the very stuff you read and you'll start living. You know what I'm saying? And then you start realizing, like, dang, this Bible really real. So get y'all a little bit every day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to read the whole Bible every day. Get you a chapter in every day. Like, I get up 30 minutes before you got to go to school and read a chapter in Proverbs. That's all wisdom. You know what I'm saying? From King Solomon or whatever. Or get up and read Matthew chapter 5 when Christ was giving his sermon on the mount or something. You dig? And as you go out and live your life every day, going to school, running across your peers and all that, what you're going to find out is the very stuff that I'm reading, I'm living. Right? The Most High put you right in the same situation. And to see if you're going to apply what you read.
There you go.
You done learned it and you got it now. Now you got to apply it. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. Y'all young men, y'all can get this early, man. Y'all be powerful by the time y'all get in y'all 20s. Powerful. All right, come on, now, let's get it.
Verse 10.
Yeah.
That ye might walk worthy of Yahweh.
Yeah.
Unto all pleasing. Being fruitful in every good work.
Being fruitful in every good work. That means everything you do is gold. Everything you put your hand to, you successful. You want that, don't you? You don't want to do something and then you just average, or not even average, you failing. Whatever you do, you want to turn to gold, right? Being fruitful in every good work. What that next verse say?
And increasing in the knowledge of God.
And increasing in the knowledge of the Most High God. You want to increase. You feel me? Not level off and break even, not decrease. You want to increase. That's your job. Your job is to increase in this thing. You understand? And sometimes it takes separation for that to happen. It takes for you to say, you know what, these people are like spirit vultures. These people are vampire vultures. Basically, it's just like me being around you is draining my spirit. I'm not growing. I'm not getting better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes for you to separate and say, let me sit in my own corner for a minute and give me some understanding. That's what it's about. All right. That way you can increase. Think about it. Say you play sports, right? Like say you play football. They got something called the 40-yard dash, your 40 time. You know, don't you, Dave? You know about the 40. Yeah, you know. You know, right? All right. So the 40-yard dash that you ran at the age of 8, you should not be running at the age of 15. Shouldn't you be faster by the time you get to 15? Right? And then by the time you get to 20, you should be running faster than you was running when you was 15. Right? So we talking about an increase. Now, if you get to the age of 20 and you running slower than you ran to 40 when you was at age 8, you ain't increased nothing.
I think that's something real.
And you might as well go ahead and hang it up. It ain't meant for you to be no football, no basketball player. You just too slow because you didn't increase. And more than likely, you didn't increase because you didn't stay on it.
You didn't stay on it.
You never trained for it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same in the spirit. All right. You got to constantly stay on this Bible every day, man. If you stay on it, you know what I'm saying? Get you a little bit every day. In other words, trip off this. How can an ant eat an elephant? An ant is small. An elephant is big. How could an ant eat an elephant? Come on, Dave. I know you know. By what? The leftovers.
I thought he almost said it too.
By what? Eating it bit by bit, like Dylan just said. Eat it piece by piece. See, if an ant took his time and ate a little bit of an elephant every day, eventually the elephant ain't gonna be no more. It'll be devoured. You gotta do the Bible like that. Just get you a little bit every day, piece by piece. You feel me? And eventually you done took in this whole book. You understand? All right. What verse was you in with that?
We just finished up verse 10.
Read 11 for me and then we get into it.
All right, verse 11. Mm-hmm. Strengthen with all might.
With all weakness.
With all might.
All might. Come on.
According to his glorious power, unto all patience and long suffering with joyfulness.
So this thing is joyful too. But those talk about power, it talk about might, it talk about revelation, knowledge, revelation, and increasing. All that's beneficial for you. Go ahead, Mom.
Because Yahweh said that he is a God of knowledge.
That's powerful. Give me Proverbs 4 and 7. Let's get this second. As a matter of fact, you get that for me. Proverbs 4 and 7. And then let's get there. And get in this second Ezra, we're going to read about the questions this man of the Most High had. He had questions for the Most High. And when you hear the answers, you're going to be like, wow, let me sit down somewhere. Let me sit on down. Let me really trip off and re-examine my life. All right. All right, y'all getting some understanding so far up in the chat. Go ahead and throw a 7 up in the chat. All praises. Yahoo. Yahoo. That's right. That's right, little Hebrews. That's what I'm talking about. Themselves in the prayers. No doubt. I see y'all up in here. Y'all hit the like button. There's 146 people up in here. It's only 50 likes. Hit the like and share. Let's get it done. Yeah, they get understanding. 7's all up in there. All right, this one verse real quick. Proverbs 4 and 7.
All right. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7.
Yeah.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Wisdom is what?
The principal thing.
The principal thing, meaning the main thing. Get you some wisdom. All right, go ahead.
Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
With all your getting, get you some understanding. If you involved in something and you don't understand it, you don't need to be involved in it. I heard that? Wisdom is the principal thing. Get you some wisdom. That wisdom is the application of knowledge. Like say you know Like, I say, you read an encyclopedia, right, about whatever. You know, it's so many square miles on the earth. The earth is so many so square miles. All right. But that knowledge would not be beneficial to you unless you traveled and could apply that. You see, just because you know how many square miles it is on the earth or how many light years the sun is away from the earth means nothing unless you can apply it. You understand? You got to be able to apply it. The only way you can apply it is if you actually experience it and go through it. You see, what you care about how many square miles it is on the earth and you don't travel. What that mean to you? It don't mean nothing. That's the point. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. I mean, you got to be able to apply the knowledge that you have. What good is knowledge if you can't apply it? All right. So wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get you some understanding. If y'all involved in anything and y'all don't understand what's going on, you are wasting your time.
And don't do it.
And don't do it. Exactly. Don't do it. All right, so cool. Can we get into this? Let's get into this second Ezra. Out the Apollo. We can?
Sure we can.
Oh, we can? Okay. My bad, brother. My bad, brother. You know. Trying to make nobody uncomfortable around here. Yakeem Mack, the DC sniper. What it do, Heat, bro? Y'all in the building today at the beginning of this Shabbat. What's going on?
Brother's relaxing.
Man, that's what it do.
Eat on the word.
And thank all y'all for y'all prayers and y'all support, y'all, for real. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we in the spirit of just keeping it moving. You know, I ain't even in the spirit of lashing out at nobody about anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, look, go ahead and really do what the Most High called us to do and receive these blessings. You don't want to fumble, you don't want to renege on them, you don't want to breach on them. So for anybody that's hating as well, we love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Later for it, man. It ain't gonna get us nowhere. Yeah, renege. You don't want to be reneging out there, bro.
We're playing cards.
All right, second Nazarene, T in the house, my brother. Y'all willing, bro? I'm down there second weekend in June. Come feast with y'all, bro. I hollered at your father and your mother last night on Facebook, so I'm coming on down if I got breath in my body. You gonna come on down. All right, M Town. All right, so second Ezra chapter 2. All right, y'all got apocryphas over there? Y'all ain't got no apocryphas, huh? Okay. Well, y'all just listen. It's all good. I'm about to give me a whole bunch of them. They'll be on that table over there next week. Y'all willing?
Bring y'all little tablets or something.
Yeah.
Have little tablets of phones.
So we can buy some.
Yeah. Or that
That's
too.
definitely an option as well.
I know y'all little jokers got phones. Huh? They got a phone. Pull it. You say what? You a prisoner?
Say you on punishment.
Oh, you on
We say you tell that story like
he on punishment.
Hey, look, me, he all like
he on punishment up.
Punishment, you know.
Now we in second Ezra out the Apocrypha, and this class is called Your Questions for the Holy One of Israel. This brother here had major league questions. You know what I'm saying? And what you're gonna find out is the questions that he had, y'all have, we have. All right, nothing wrong with your questions. Second Ezra chapter 2, start at 38. And let's read on down. We're gonna get into chapter 3 and probably chapter 4, and then we can, you know, always do parts 1 and 2. All these things turn to series, brothers. You know how it go. All right, so let's get her done. Y'all want some chips and some water? Y'all good? You know, y'all gotta help yourselves. Look at you.
You got to be. If you go ahead, you too. You old enough to go there and that business.
He's like, oh yeah.
Go over there with your peoples. He'll get you together.
Yeah, we usually have us a little yard bird up in here. The yard bird, the hot sauce, you know, with it's all good. All right, let's get it.
Second Ezra chapter 2, 38. Rise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Most High.
No doubt. Come on.
Which are departed from the shadow of the world and have received glorious garments of the Most High.
It's going into salvation. You know what I'm saying? Those that have been found worthy in that day. You got glorious garments from the Most High, not man-made garments, but glorious garments, crowned. The Most High telling you, job well done. Job well done, good and faithful servant. That's what we talking about. All right, come on, Mark, let's get it.
Verse 40.
Yeah.
Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled The law of the Most High.
That's what it is. That which have fulfilled the law of the Heavenly Father. You dig? That's in Revelations, the 19th chapter as well. Like they all be clothed in white. You know what I'm saying? So again, these are talking about those that have been sealed. Those that have been, you understand, those that have endured to the end, and the Most High power then gave them eternal life. All right, come on now, let's get it.
41.
Notice it said, oh, Zion. Zion is code name for Jerusalem. Zion. All right, come on now.
The number of thy children, whom thou longest for, is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Most High, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed.
That's right. That's right. So there is no coincidence that you into this way of life now, right? You've been called from the beginning. Right? He told Jeremiah in Jeremiah the 1st chapter, before you was in your mother's womb, I knew you. And before you came out the womb, I sanctified you and ordained you a prophet unto the nations. See what I'm saying? So the knowledge, the little bit of knowledge that we have right now, and the things that we doing right now is no coincidence, right? It's been foreordained, actually. Again, he told me when I was their age, you be into the Bible and all that. I've been laughing. Like, yeah, right. You mean the Bible? It don't make no sense to me. Let me tell you, I've been in NFL almost retired by now. You know what I'm saying? Millions and put everybody on, you know. Let me tell it. Look, couldn't nobody tell me I wasn't finna be no professional sport, nothing. I'd have been either in the NFL or the NBA doing something. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have told me that, because that's all, to keep us away from the streets. That's what had to happen. We was in the sports tough. You know what I'm saying? And in my mind, I had my life charted out. In my mind, my life was charted out. By the age of 21, I'm gonna be about 40 times. I'm gonna be this. Nigga, I'm gonna be about this tall. I'm gonna be this strong. I'm gonna get drafted in the first round. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the Big 10, all Big 12, all defensive, nigga, tail, whatever. In my mind, I had it figured out. You understand? But when you get into this Bible, you realize that your goings, what you do is of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And the ones he called, he foreordained. He called them before the foundation of the world. You understand? So you can either be rebellious and try to do what you want to do, or you can say, I submit. Whatever you call me to do, I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's all. That's what it is. It's truly humbling. You know what I'm saying? Because I look back on my life and all the friends, like from high school and stuff I lost, and people talk crazy about you. And boy, you ain't. I don't even own a pair of cleats no more. I used to own every pair of cleats, boy. Out there, Johnny Max, the little Sports Authority, and all that. Boy, I used to be all up in that deal. What you talking about? In that deal. I don't own a pair of cleats. Couldn't tell you what size I wore. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't want to say it on camera?
No, I'm just saying. Like, and had it been up to me, my life wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been doing this. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's just to let y'all know your life is foreordained by the Most High. You got dreams, you got things you want to do, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the way life unfolds, you dig? You're gonna look up and you're gonna be called to do something. And either you're gonna obey that calling, or you're gonna rebel against them, and you need to holler at him before he holler at you. Because if you rebel against him, you understand, and he decided to have mercy on you, you're gonna go through so much that you could have avoided if you just said, okay, I submit now. I just do whatever. You could avoid it so much, you know what I'm saying? So man's goings is of the Most High. I know in your mind you want to be the biggest or the fastest or the best or greater than LeBron or whoever. I know. I was there.
It's okay to be Uncle Nehemiah.
But if the Most High call you for something, you got to pick the phone up. You can't. Most High can't call you, and then have somebody call you, be like, just swipe left. I don't want to talk to him. That ain't gonna work.
Boy, you going off.
That ain't gonna work. Holler at him before he holler at you. Most High calls you to do something, I submit. It's just what it is. And then what you're gonna see is all your homeboys and them that thought they was gonna make it too. Like all my homeboys that we all thought we was gonna be doing something. Some of them got college scholarships and all that. All of them fell off. None of them doing nothing. Even I know 2 of them made it to the NFL, but they, you know, that was brief. That was like a year. That was like a year or 2. They out here working at Planet Fitness now. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, with that's it. He ran through his millions. He got his little millions. He was up in the club, thought he was living his best life. Y'all heard that today. I know y'all done heard that. I'm living my best life. Y'all done heard that? Hey, well, why is he working at the YMCA now? Had millions.
He's getting the best workout now.
He had millions. What happened?
He's living his best bicycle.
You see? If the Most High call you for something, pick the phone up. All right, come on, Knock. Let's get it.
Well, you crazy. See baby mama on the phone.
It's the truth.
No one got to call back.
It's the truth. I know brothers that was like 3 or 4 years older than me that made it to the NFL. Actually played with Michael Vick, was a receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. My brother Trevor Gaylor, went to Hazelwood West actually. 6'3", ran a 4.3 40, hands out of this world. You dig? Matter of fact, when he came back to St. Louis and played against the Rams when they was here, he scored 2 touchdowns against the Rams down at the Edwards Jones Dome. I'm like, darn, look at bro, he doing his thing. Couldn't escape that club life though, boy. He used to go out every night. You understand? Blowing money. Now he is a personal trainer at the YMCA in Canada, some damn word. You're like, dang, brother, like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Man's going to the Most High. Know in your mind you got to chart it out.
He's not talking about him, y'all. He just edifying.
No, that's my brother.
See it.
I talked to him. I mean, you know, I ain't talked to him in a few years, but it just let you know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
should call him.
Like, hey, look, Most High call you to do something, do it. And even if you think like, look, that's my life and that's my calling, bro, that's pigskin.
Well, it's too hard.
You know, it's a reason why if people get into the NFL and only a few make it past 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Everybody ain't LeBron. LeBron been in there 16, 17 years. Think about the average people. I was looking at a video the other day. It was talking about all the basketball players that was cold back in 2010, and they playing like pickup games now, like at a park. Like, dang, this bro was major back then. You see, it's all vanity. If you're not here to fulfill your purpose that the Most High called you to do, what are you doing? It's fine. It means nothing.
You want to call to be a hooper.
All right, come on, let's get it. Where you at?
Verse 42, 2nd Ezras, chapter 2, verse 42.
Yeah.
I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion.
Saw upon where?
Mount Zion.
Mount Zion, that's Jerusalem. Mount Zion, right? Go ahead.
Of great people.
What kind of people?
Of great people.
Uh-huh.
Whom I could not number.
Mm-hmm.
And they all praised Yahweh with song.
Yeah, so he saw the end of this thing. The end of this thing is we're going to be redeemed. We're going to be in Jerusalem. We're going to be a great people. And we're going to be, can you imagine that song in that day? You understand? Singing to our Creator. All right, come on, let's get it.
And in the midst of them, there was a young man.
Oh, a young man, right? Come on.
Of a high stature.
I mean, he was very tall. Go ahead.
Taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads, he said crown. And was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
It's a young man, younger than everybody else, but he was taller than everybody else. And he in there crowning those that's in Zion, giving them crowns, authority, rulership. All right, that ain't this. I just like the way this look. I don't think I've been crowned. I ain't made it yet. Y'all willing I make it. I just like the way this deal look. All right, go ahead, Doc. Let's get it.
They would have gave us our hair back first.
They would have gave us our hair back.
Our.
All right, come on, Doc. Let's get it.
So I asked the angel and said, "Sir, what are these?"
Like he's saying, like, who are these? Like, what's going on here? I see a young man. He's crowning all this great multitude, right? What's happening here? Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing,
right,
and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms.
This lets you know that they didn't receive immortal life or eternal life. They didn't put off this mortal flesh, and they now are immortal. They received eternal life. And now they're being rewarded for the work that they did. All right. So that's why when you come into this thing, you got to work. You feel me? People may get mad at you, may call you boring, whatever. This is what I do. It's my life. You don't like it, don't talk to me. That's how you got to be. That's how you got to be.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Then said I to the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands?
He's like, man, who is that young man, that young tall man crowning everybody? Who is that? Right? Come on up.
So he answered and said unto me, it is the son of Yahweh.
It is the son of God. Y'all see that? That's the Messiah you read about in the New Testament. It is the son of the Most High Yah. Wow, come on.
Whom they have confessed in the world.
You see? So while we in this world, that's who we need to be confessing. Because he is the way back to the Father. Now, if you endure to the end, guess what? You're going to be one of these in this multitude receiving crowns. Good job. Job well done. Job well done. You going to miss out on this? I pray I don't. Pray I don't. That's why I constantly try to keep myself busy. I pray I don't miss this. I pray I receive a crown from the Son of the Most High himself. All right, go ahead.
In the wine too.
Go ahead.
Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Most High.
You see? Then Ezra started to commend those that stood stiffly. When were they standing stiffly? When they got crowned or before then? Before. You see? Now is when you stand stiffly for the truth. Y'all see that now? It don't matter if people try to joan and mock him. What that mean? What that mean? We supposed to fear the Most High more than we fear man. Who cares what somebody got to say about you? What that mean to us? If you care, you gonna miss this. Notice he said, I commended them that stood stiffly for the name of the Most High. That mean they was uncompromising. Whatever. I don't care what y'all got to say. This the truth. That's how we got to be. That's the spirit the Most High is looking for. That's the spirit he gonna put on you young men. You understand? If you willing to be uncompromising. You can't care about what your little friends got to say, your cousins, that little girl you like. You can't care about none of that. So what? It's the truth. We the Hebrews. We the Israelites. We got next. We got a kingdom coming. Son of God gonna put crowns on our heads. Why would I miss that? Because you offended. You see? Notice Ezra said, I began to commend them that stood so stiffly. So stand on this word, man. Stand on it. You feel me? Y'all be powerful by the time y'all get in your early 20s. Ain't nobody gonna be able to mess with y'all. Get it now, though. Get it now. I was in my early 20s when I came into this. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 14 years in. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Yeah, you probably weren't even walking when I first became active. I was 16 years ago. I heard this truth. 14 years ago is when I became active and ain't stopped. You see what I'm saying? I was in my early 20s. I was 21 when I first heard this word. 23 when I became active. I ain't stopped since at all through the ups and downs. You see what I'm saying? Y'all get this word now. By the time y'all in your early 20s, y'all be heavy hitters in Israel. Heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? So get it now, man. Get it now. This is what you see us doing. Y'all need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to raise up and do the same thing. It ain't good enough just to come here and sit down and become robots. No, y'all supposed to get this thing and raise up and teach others also who can teach others. That's the job. All right. And look, I got a whole, matter of fact, I'm glad y'all heard, because I got a whole bunch of little jokers y'all age around here in this neighborhood. We just was outside boxing with them little jokers the other day. They whole little crew. We was out right across the street. Right across. Boxing with them little jokers. They like, dang, who is it? Then we got to race them. You know, we a little older now, but it's all good. But the whole point was they saying like, look, these men to get down with us if they need to. Yeah, we sure will.
And with respect too.
And in the end, they was like, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Pull your pants. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One little boy came by the other day. We talked about that. He walked up there.
Yesterday, matter of fact.
Yeah, he said, is this a place where y'all helping us out at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit on down.
And then he said, is this a place where y'all helping us out at?
Yeah. It's exactly the place. You feel me? But hey, y'all, that youth out there, that generation of y'all, look, y'all gotta be pioneers. Y'all gotta be pioneers. You know what I'm saying? And what we doing ain't soft at all. Ask them. They was catching blows to the chest. Bow, bow, bow. Like, oh. whoa, what's going on here? Yeah, we ain't them pastors that scared of y'all. It was good. It was like, what is going on here? These brothers is serious. It was very serious. Yeah.
You know, they think they show right is how they got us.
Hey, want me to buy them a black and mild? I'm like, boy, I'm not gonna buy you no black and mild. What's wrong with you? You need your lungs out here.
That's just a test, and you pass it. That's all.
He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just, sir. I'm trying to pull your pants up. I'm trying to look at your draws. Pull your pants. Okay, yeah, that's what they need. That's what the younger generation need. Men that's gonna look them in their face and get on them.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. All right, where we at? Come on, let's get it.
I'll read that 48 again. Then the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Most High thy power thou hast seen.
See, so he said, go now. You seen this, you seen the end game is that if we endure to the end, right, you're gonna be crowned. So now go tell my people what time it is. You understand? The end game of this is we gonna be on top and we gonna be ruling with crowns on our head. Right? Y'all royalty. Y'all royal Hebrews. You understand? Like straight up. You are either each one of y'all or a prince of the Most High. A prince means a principality, meaning you got authority out here, but you got to act like it and carry yourself like it. All right. So next chapter, we're gonna go into chapter 3. He finna come with these questions. Here come these questions. Like, dang, I got questions for the Most High. I know. We all do. All right. All praises. All praise to the Most High. All right. Bang. Okay. Yep. Make Israel great again. Not MAGA, but MEGA. Where your hat at? Put that on up. You know, Donald Trump and them got their little MAGA hats. Make America great again. We got make Israel great again. MEGA. MIGA.
Yeah.
The menorah on the side.
Got the menorah on the side. That's the flag of the Masharah Yashar. I'll hook you over Jeremiah, man. The brother do excellent stitch work. That's the brother that did the garments for Passover and all that. So make Israel great again, not America great again. Y'all see that? You see that is? And that's your name is? You need one of these, don't you, boy? Make Israel great again. All right, that's our mission. They on here like nice. Yeah, we hook y'all up with the them actually do the stitching. Jeremiah from the House of the Redeemed Servants, Garments of Vengeance. The brother to do all the garments out of OKC. All right, where we at? 2nd Ezra 3, start at verse 1. All right. 2nd Ezra 3, start at verse 1. We got a few of these. We'll get about it. Once you're done with that, we get a prayer off. All right, come on, Hebrew.
2nd Ezra chapter 3, verse 1.
Yep.
In the 30th year after the ruin of the city, I was in Babylon and lay troubled upon my bed, and my thoughts came up over my heart.
Yeah, so this is the city that was ruined was Jerusalem. It was Zion. Ezra was in Babylon 30 years after we had been taken down as slaves. Babylon came and conquered Jerusalem and took us as slaves into Babylon. 30 years later, Ezra is there. And he lay on his bed like, man, what is going on? How are we the sons and daughters of the Most High? Why are we slaves to Babylonians?
After what I saw.
Now, you live in modern Babylon now. America's Babylon. Right? So what we going through now, this man, your brother, was going through 2,500 years ago, over 2,000 years ago. We were slaves in ancient Babylon. Like you a slave in modern Babylon now. So he was like, man, what is going on here? All right, come on, Knock, let's get it.
Verse 2. For I saw the desolation of Zion and the wealth of them that dwelt at Babylon.
Y'all see that? He like, man, I saw the desolation of my people and our land, but in Babylon, everybody was prosperous. You see, like you see today, like you drive past Forest Park, it's such a it's just the civilians living just so prosperous. You know, everybody's just running, the breeze, nobody even thinking about the judgment of the Most High. I ride past sometimes and be like, look at all these civilians. Just look at them. No type of just discerning of the time that we are in. In their mind, this thing is gonna go on forever. Ezra was seeing the same thing then. All right, come on, let's get it.
Verse 3. And my spirit was so moved, so that I began to speak words full of fear to the Most High, and said, O Lord, O Yahweh, who bears rule, thou speakest at the beginning, when thou didst plant the earth, and that thyself alone, and commandedst the people.
So we going back into the history, right? Come on. That's some of them little jokers right there. Yeah, I got y'all. I'm put y'all right in the bull ring with them little jokers. Come on.
Right. Verse 5. And gave us a body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thy hands, and did breath into him the breath of life, and he was made living before thee.
No doubt. Come on. That's Genesis 2 and 7.
Verse 6.
Come on.
And thou leddest him into paradise, which thy right hand had planted, before ever the earth came forward. Verse 7. And unto him thou gavest commandment to love thy ways.
See, so the first man, Adam, who we all come from, he was given the breath of life, brought into this truth, given understanding, and then he gave him commandment. Love the way of the Most High. Don't lean to your own understanding, like I say in Proverbs 3 and 5. Don't lean to your own understanding. Love the way of the Most High. Do what he calls you to do. All right? That's what Adam was charged with. All right? And today they call Adam atoms. You be in science class? You know what an atom is, don't you? What is an atom made out of? Come on. Tiny particles called what? What they call? I know. Atoms are made out of what, though? Neutrons, protons, and what? Electrons. Come on, y'all supposed to be paying attention. Y'all in school. They dig? Atom was made out of a whole bunch of atoms.
We're gonna get out science as soon as y'all get home.
All right, this Bible is full of science. A lot of people don't think it is, but the Bible, if you slow down and read it, is full of science.
So, like you know how a lot of atoms make up a whole human.
Yeah.
Is they trying to say that he makes up the whole basically body of Israel?
Adam was the first man, and that's where we all come from. Between him and his wife. Yeah, bang. And then if you get into some histories, they had like 60-something children, but that's neither here nor there. The whole point is this, that the basic building block of man is Adam, first blood when you break it down in Hebrew, right? Today in science, they say atoms, and atoms are made of protons. What else? Neutrons and what? And electrons. Yeah, y'all been paying attention in school. Now, a whole bunch of them together make up man. It's the building block of man. All right? So we going over that right now. All right, come on, Doc, let's get it.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
Which he transgressed, and immediately thou appointedst death in him.
Because he went to transgress, mean he went against the law or the commands of his father. Like y'all mama got rules at the house, right? You just said you on punishment.
Yeah.
Ain't you on punishment? Why are you on punishment?
Uh-oh.
No, don't shrug your shoulders like you don't know what you do. You must have did something she told you not to do. What you do?
You said like
in school, you think. In other words, you know what you did.
You know what you did.
They got you put on punishment.
We're gonna put you on the spot.
You ain't on punishment just because you don't know. Just because you don't know, you did something that you know why you did it, and that's why you're on punishment. So it's the same with the Most High. The Most High gave us rules. He gave Adam rules and commandments, and he went against them. That's right, young prince. He went against them. You understand? And because he went against them, there are punishments for it. All right, come on, let's get it.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
Which he transgressed, and immediately thou appointedst death in him and in his generation.
Wow. You see that? Because of one crime against the Most High, we all suffer for it. You see? That lets y'all know, man, the little bit. True about this. The actions that you do affect generations. Now, you can either do what's right, and it affect your line and your lineage on down the line, or you can do what's wrong, and guess what? Your great-great-grandchildren will suffer for it. You see? Same thing happened with Adam. Because of what Adam and Eve did, we suffer for it. So keep that in mind. Whenever you're doing something wrong, realize that what I'm doing, my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren can pay the price for it.
my brothers, my sisters,
everybody around
mom,
me.
dad,
Domino effect.
You see that?
community.
All right, come on, Knock, let's get it.
Of whom came nations, tribes, people, and kindreds out of number.
That's right. Come on.
Verse 8. And every people walked after their own will.
You see that? I'm gonna do my own thing. I hear y'all talking about that. That sounds boring to me. I just gonna do what I'm just here to play basketball. I'm gonna do my own thing. You feel me? That's one thing. The most I get a command and we look up and see certain things ain't happening right away, we get comfortable and say we just gonna do what we want to do. Wrong mindset to be in. It's the wrong mindset to be in. Always hold yourself in the fear of the Most High. Always know that He watching. Like I say, matter of fact, can you put it for me? Give me Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Most High in every place. Right? You got grown men out here that's in the streets. They sell drugs, right? And when they realize that the feds or the FBI is watching or listening, guess what they do? They straighten up. They like, or at least they move different, right? Man, them people's watching. The feds watching. Well, how about I tell you this? The Most High is watching everything you do, not even just what you do, what you thinking, right? So how is it you move different because of man looking at you, but not the Most High?
Upgrade.
The Most High is looking at everything we do and every thought that we have. That's right. Man ain't nothing. Man is just man, right? The Most High got the right to either keep you breathing or take your breath. And if he do it, who gonna check him over it? Nobody. Proverbs 15:3, if you can for me. What it say?
The eyes of the Most High are in every place.
The eyes of the Most High in every place, including where we at now. Who in here thinking something wrong? Is you thinking something wrong? Huh? Dylan?
Said, no.
Dave? Y'all ain't thinking nothing wrong? You better not be, boy. The eyes of the Most High are in every place. Come on.
Beholding the evil and the good.
We looking at the good and the evil that's going on. So later for the FBI or the feds are watching, how about the Most High is watching?
Right. And they only got like a 90 to 97 conviction rate. Most High got 100. They ain't never lost the case.
That's right.
Hey, and the precept to what we just read on 7 and 8, it said Proverbs 14 and 12. It said there is a way which seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
So what you're doing may seem right to you, but it could be something that's going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So never lean to your own understanding. Stick to the scripture. And if you got any questions, ask your mama.
She don't
like,
know.
look, I'm thinking about doing this. Is this right? She ain't gonna tell you to do nothing wrong.
No.
You feel me? Don't be afraid to get, checked. She gonna get on you if you're going off. But it's for your embetterment. All right, come on, let's get it.
All right, verse 8 again. And every people walked after their own will.
Yeah.
And did wonderful things before thee.
Yeah.
And despised thy commandments. Verse 9. And again, in process of time, thou broughtest the flood upon those that dwelt in the world.
Now, trip up there. When you get in Genesis 6th chapter, you see why the Most High brought the flood, right? Because everybody walked in the imagination or the evil of their own heart and did what they want to do. Start worshiping other gods, you see, or other mighty ones, just like today. That's why it's called as in the days of Noah. And when the Most High got down on that, he spared 8 people and a few animals. Everybody else had to drop. Everybody. Right? So if you know you're dealing with a mighty power like that, you just switch up how you moving. Now you thinking, even if you thinking something that's against the Most High, you know what I'm saying? You need to kick that out your mind. Like, oh no, I can't do that. If I steal that candy, I'm not worthy to get into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? If I tell that lie on that brother, I'm not worthy to get into the kingdom. Get behind me. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't got this done by the time she get home, I'm probably going to be on punishment, or, I'm going to have to feel her wrath. Right? You got to start checking them evil thoughts that come through your mind. Whatever comes through your mind is off. You got to check it. How do you check it? By simply saying, oh, no, I can't do that. That's against God. That's against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? All right, come on, let's get it.
And destroyed them. Verse 10.
Wow.
And it came to pass in every in every of them, that as death was to Adam, so was the flood to thee.
Come on.
Verse 11. Nevertheless, one of them that lefteth, namely Noah with his household, of whom came in all righteous men. And it happened that when they that dwelt upon the earth began to multiply, and they had gotten them many children, and were great people, and began again to be more ungodly than the first. Now, when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them, whose name was Abraham. Him thou lovest, and unto him only thou showedest thy will, and madest an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed.
That's right. Read 16 and we're going to jump.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
And unto him thou gavest Isaac.
Come on.
And unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee.
That's right.
Put by Esau.
And rejected Esau. We are Jacob. We are the children of Israel. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. You understand? We are so the very covenant that was with Abraham, that was passed with son Isaac, that was passed with son Jacob, is the very covenant that was passed to us. We are his children. All right. If it applied to your grandfather and your father, it applied to you. All right. Go ahead, Doc.
And so Jacob became a great multitude.
Jump down to verse 28. Jump down to verse 26.
Verse 26. And in all things did even as Adam and all his generation had done, for they also had a wicked heart.
Come on.
27. And so thou gavest thy city over into the hands of thine enemies.
See, so eventually Jerusalem was given into the hands of enemies. Why? Because we went against our creator. Right. Most High gave us a promised land, but he gave us rules. If you want to dwell here, if you want to live in my house, you got to live by my rules. Y'all done heard that before growing up. All right. You want to live here? You got to live by my rules. If not, you got to do what? You got to do what? Okay. Now, how is it that you got that judgment? You can say, if you want to live here, you got to live by my rules. If not, you got to go. But then we hear about the Most High doing that to us. We say, that's not fair. Right. How is that not fair? You do that with your children. You want to live here? These are rules. You don't want to, what? Huh? What? You can get out then. Yeah, and get to stepping. Now, how is it that you got that authority and that judgment with your children, but the Most High don't have that with us? You see?
You even go as bold to say this. I brought you into this world, I take you out.
That happens all the time.
On the carnal level, it's showing you on the carnal level. So when we look on the spiritual level, we don't even want to see that. Yeah. Like, nah, the Most High ain't like that. Because we don't have understanding.
You don't want no smoke with the Most High. And that's what the youngsters say today. You don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke with the Most High. Look, last time he destroyed the earth, it was with water. That was the element he destroyed it with. It was a flood. He spared 8 people and a few animals. Who know the next element he gonna destroy the earth with? Y'all already know. Somebody been studying. Somebody they said it like they were singing. Fire. 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 Yeah.
All praise.
Well, you know, as a youngster, you learn to respect fire. If you ever had that iron drop on your arm, or touch that iron and it blister up, your hands blister up, you dig? Or you didn't mess around and put your hand up on that stove. As a youngster, you learn to respect fire. It burns. Look at him, he know it burns. Instantly, you as a youngster, you learn to respect fire. You dig? Now that's the element he coming with next. And the heavens are going to pass away with a great noise, and the elements are going to melt with fervent heat. That means the very oxygen you breathe in, you ain't even gonna be able to breathe. So that's the judgment that's coming. You see? Come on, let's get it.
Verse 28.
Yeah.
And their deeds, then
are their deeds.
Are their deeds then any better that inhabit Babylon?
Come on.
That they should therefore have the dominion over Zion.
So his question to the Most High is, are you telling me that the Babylonians and their actions are better than us? Because sometimes we think about that, as being her slaves and the so-called heathen ruling over. You like, Most High, come on now. Are you saying that their deeds, their actions are better than ours? And these heathens done destroyed the ozone layer. These heathens done destroyed us, oceans. the actual birds and everything are dying now. I'm talking about fish kills, birds dropping out the sky, trees. So you mean to tell me, this is what Ezra asked the Most High, you mean to tell me our enemies act better than us?
That's a terrible thing.
That's his first question to the Most High. After he seen the end game and how he was getting crowned and all that, Ezra's first question was like, Most High, are you telling me that the deeds and the actions of your enemies, the Babylonians that have us in slavery, that their deeds and actions are better than ours? That's a good question. That's actually a good question. Because when you look at all the stuff we done went through, you can ask that today. You mean to tell me that the KKK, their deeds are better than ours? You mean to tell me Donald Trump deeds are better than ours? Wait till you get your answer, though. Wait till you get your answer. You know the most. Wait for it. Wait for it. You know the answer coming. But as a man, Ezra being a Hebrew Israelite in slavery in ancient Babylon, and you as a Hebrew Israelite in slavery in modern Babylon, you could relate to that question. That's a question I would ask. Like, hold on, Most High, hold on, time's out. Hold on. You mean to tell me these heathens who used to steal our babies that size right there and use them to catch alligators, their deeds are better than ours? You mean to tell me these heathens who used to do all type of evil to our women and our men doing slavery, their deeds, I'm talking about bombing churches and everything, their deeds are better than ours? Oh, wait. You know the answer coming, though. All right, come on, now, let's get it.
Verse 29. For when I came thither and had seen empties,
impieties, yeah,
without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in the 30th year, so that my heart failed me.
He's like, my mind failed. I couldn't believe. I seen so much evil in Babylon. My mind failed me. Just like you seeing now. Just like you seeing now. All right, come on out.
For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning, and hast spared wicked doers, and hast destroyed thy people, and has preserved thy enemies, and has not signified.
He like, man, look, you done destroyed us, but you done preserved them. How are they even still in power? What is going on here? I seen so much evil, my mind snapped. We can get into, you know, it was just a brother found hanging here in St. Louis not even a year ago. Now we know evils. We can get specific about some evils now, despite what we got going on amongst ourselves. But when we get to comparing what they are doing to us, it ain't no comparison. You be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. That's what Ezra was saying. And this was the questions he was asking the Most High. All right, come on out.
Verse 31. I do not remember how this way be left, how this may be left.
Yeah.
Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion?
That's another question. You telling me that these heathens are better than us?
They winning right now.
How are they on top? And the deeds that they are doing are clearly an abomination to you. How? Good question. See what I'm saying? You get into these questions with Ezra. We're going to turn this into a series too. These questions that he asked the Most High. All of us had the same question. All of us have them. Are they that dwell in Babylon? Are you telling me that Donald Trump is better than the Israelites? Are you telling me that Vladimir Putin that run Russia are better than the Israelites? Is that what you're saying? Wow. All right, come on, let's get it.
Verse 32. Or is there any other people that knoweth thee beside Israel?
That's another question. Who else you made a covenant with but us? The Bible say you ain't made a covenant with no other people but us. Amos 3:1 say you only have I known of all the families of the earth. So Ezra question like, well, being that you only know Israel, how is it that you allow the enemy to prosper? What is going on here? All right, come on.
Or what generation have so believed thy covenant as Jacob?
Yeah.
And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen.
He said, oh, I've been all over this Babylon. I looked at all the ways of the heathen. Right? Go ahead.
And I see that they flow in wealth.
Wow.
And think not upon thy commandments.
That's when I was up there.
Told you
When I was at right there at Forest Park. What these heathens ain't caring about the commandments of the Most High. They flow in wealth. Right. They just civilians running around, not thinking about the impending doom that's coming. Make them care less. Ezra saw the same thing 2,500 years ago as a slave, as a Hebrew Israelite slave in ancient Babylon. Like you a Hebrew Israelite slave in modern Babylon. He saw the same exact thing. And you looking at worse now because of the technological advances. Technology. So where we at now is worse than even what Ezra was saying. And he couldn't believe it. Dang.
It's like that Psalm 73.
Come on with it.
He was like, I'm gonna start at verse 1. It say, truly, God is good to Israel, even to such are of a clean heart.
Yeah, I know.
But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men.
They are not in trouble as other men.
Neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily.
They ain't caring nothing about no oppression. Speak loftily. You see? Come on now.
They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people turn hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them.
Real talk. Let's finish this off and get this prayer off. We're gonna go into chapter 4 and we're gonna close it out. Let's get it.
Verse 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
He's like, look, weigh our wickedness versus theirs. You'll see that they way more wicked than us. Your name is only found amongst us, not the heathen. Not the heathen. The Most High's name is not found among the heathen. If you weighed our wickedness versus theirs, you will see that we are more righteous than them. That's what Ezra is saying to the Most High. All right? Come on out.
Verse 35.
Yeah.
Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight?
Like, when has anybody else not broken your commandments? Right? We didn't trip and we in captivity, but when has anybody else not? How is it you punishing us but not them? There you go. Come on, let's get it.
Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts.
Come on.
But not the heathen.
The heathen ain't kept the precepts of the Most High. Let's get this prayer off, y'all. We're going to face the rules on this toward that corner right there.
And then based off there, you want to get a heathen your covenant. He said the heathen ain't nothing.
Heathen ain't even kept your precepts.
But you want to give him your glory.
Yeah, we're going into chapter 4 next. We're going to end it in chapter 4. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an answer coming. He asked the Most High some questions. So the answer got to come. All right, we're going to do the Most High's prayer in Hebrew, and then we're going to do it in English. Jerusalem is toward that corner. Y'all see where that bathroom at? That corner thing? Face there right there. All right. How we looking? We all good? Now let's get it. Abinu. Shabbat Shemayim. Yikadesh. Shimka. Tabo. Malkuteka. Yeah, I say. Ratzonka. Kabashamayim. Cain. Baaretz. Etlakim. Kukenu. Tainlanu. Hayom. Uslaklanu. All. Kataenu. Kamo. Shel Sokin. Gam. Anaknu. Lakotin. Lanu. Wa'al. Tabienu. Lite.
Nisayo,
Nisayo,
Ki,
Ki,
In,
In,
Kotsenu,
Kotsenu,
Min Hara,
Minara,
Ki Laka,
Kilaka,
Hamam Laka,
Abamlaka,
Wahag Burak,
Wahagbarak,
Wahati Beret,
Wahati Parade,
Laome,
Laome,
Olami,
Olami,
Amen,
Amen,
Hallelujah,
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 Hallelujah.
Hallelujah,
Praise the mighty God. That's right. Let's get it in English. Yeah. Let's get it in English. Let's get it in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
in heaven,
in heaven,
holy is your name.
holy is your name.
May your kingdom come,
May your kingdom come,
and your will be done
and your will be done
on earth
on earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us
and forgive us
our sins,
our sins,
as we also
as we also
have forgiven those
have forgiven those
who sinned against
who
us.
sinned against us.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from the evil one.
from the evil one.
For yours is the kingdom,
For yours is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever
forever
and ever.
and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
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 Praise
the mighty God.
That's right.
Yo.
That's right, little jokers. And that little joke over there, he jumping.
Oh, he be amped on that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it done.
Be over there kicking it.
Yeah. They feel the spirit moving, baby. Sirens rolling, yeah. All right, y'all, we in 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter. We're going to end it here. Remember the questions that Ezra was asking. Are those that dwell in Babylon better than us? Weigh our deeds and theirs. You'll see your name is only found in Israel. How are they ruling over us? What happened? Right? So he asked questions, and here come the Most High with his answers. The Most High is so poetic, man. So poetic. When I read this, I was like, oh, man, he cracked his head with them answers. Wow. You feel me? And it really make us all, you know what I'm saying, humble down and be like, you know what? You dig? Not saying you can't ask him no questions, but, hey, consider when you ask him. Because what you would honestly think he don't have an answer, you and your emotion, you like, he say, are their deeds then any better than inhabit Babylon that they should have, therefore have dominion over Zion? Like, are their actions better than ours? And we can relate to that today. You telling me the KKK, their actions are better than ours, that they should have rulership over us? Really make you consider. Because the same people at the play. You were Israelite in modern Babylon. He was Israelite in ancient Babylon in slavery. And he had questions for the Most High.
It makes sense. There's the Israelite, and there's a captivity, and there's the Babylon. No
doubt. That's right. See, Kareem, the scriptures are poetic. All right, let's get into chapter 4. We're going to end it with this one, and then we'll come back and do a part 2. 2nd Ezra 4, start at verse 1.
Verse 1.
Yeah.
And the angel that was sent unto me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer.
Uriel is one of the archangels. You got Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael. You got a few others, right? But right here in the Most High, when he sent an answer, he sent a messenger with the message. You know what I'm saying? You was praying. You asked a question. You want to answer. The Most High sent a message to you from his messenger, meaning you get a visitation. You know what I'm saying? Now, these angels never showed up looking like little heathen babies with Pampers on. These men, like a lot of it, if you slow down and read the scripture, a lot of time when they showed up, men lost strength and fell on their face. They're like, whoa, who is that? And he had to come touch you and say, fear not. You good. I'm here to answer your question. I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to answer your question. That lets you know the way they look. You feel me? Just to look at him and have you like, oh, I don't want no smoke with him. Who is that?
Who gave this man that?
Who gave this man that? Let me fall. That's what the youngsters say. That's why they laugh. You don't want no smoke.
Who gave that old man that knowledge?
Hey, I'm telling you, the Most High have, like, if you look at them, they are hideous angels. Meaning when you look at them, like you look up like, oh, who is?
Who was that?
That's when them running your
Like
bedroom.
one of them, like I don't know what that. I'm talking about so dangerous looking. The prophets of the Most High fell down and bowed. Like, who is that? And then they would have to come, like in the book of Daniel, the 10th chapter. They would have to come and touch you on your shoulder and say, "Don't be scared. You was praying the other day, right? Well, I'm here to answer your prayer." Oh, okay. Then he had to speak to him and strengthen him back up, and then he finally could sit on his rear end and just be like, "Oh, dang!" Like he's still scared. Like, man, this dude look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So Uriel, one of the archangels, was sent to Ezra. You asking the Most High these questions, and let everybody know that you got questions. The Most High answer you. You understand? Don't be surprised if you get a visitation though. Somebody pop up like, "Hey, right out the fourth dimension. What's good? Yeah, you been praying? Ooh." All right, come on. Let's get it.
And said, "Thy heart has gone too far in this world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High."
He like, man, you thinking too hard about this. Your heart or your mind done went too far. You know what I'm saying? All the questions you just had, you done went beyond too far with it. You think you can comprehend the way of the Most High? You really think this? Ooh, come on, now.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
Then said I, "Yeah, my Lord, my master."
Not trip off this. Ezra like, yeah, I can comprehend. I want to know. Yeah, I can comprehend the way of the Most High. What you think I was asking for? Yeah, Lord. Yes. You got to be that bold back, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on no weak. Like, look, you been praying and I'm here. What's up? Yeah. He like, you think you can comprehend it? Yeah, Lord. Yes, I want to know. All right, well, let's get it. All right, come on.
And he answered me and said, "I am sent to show thee 3 ways."
Right.
And set forth 3 similitudes before thee.
Similitude is like a likeness or a parable. So I've been sent by the Most High to show you 3 ways. You've been praying about this. I'm going to show you 3 different examples. You understand? 3 different examples. You feel me? And all this is leading up to the answer to all his questions he was asking. I only been sent to show you 3 ways. All right, come on, Op.
Wherefore, if thou canst declare me one, I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see. And I shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh.
He said, if you can just show me, if you can declare to me one of the 3 ways, I'll show you. Then I'll let you know where the wicked heart come from and everything. I'll let you know all the answers to your questions, but you got to at least give me one of these ways. I'm about to set before you 3 examples. Give me one of them. Declare to me one of them, and I'm going to answer you. All right, come on out.
And I said, "Tell on, my master."
You see Ezra like, go ahead and speak. I want to know. That's how you got to be. I want to know what's going on. Tell me. All right, go ahead.
Then he said unto him, "Go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire."
He said, okay, hey, there's a lighter right there on the corner right there. We light our incense with. All right. You ready to weigh fire? You ready where fire is? Huh?
What you mean? I don't want no smoke.
You ready to weigh fire? All right, come on up here. Oh, hold your hand.
What did you? Boy, what language was that, boy? Boy, you brought back that ancient Hebrew.
Wait. What you mean wait? What you waiting on? What? You want to waste some fire, don't you? You got to weigh it in your hand.
He said, "Who?"
I'm about to set your hand on fire. Tell me how much you weigh. No, you said you was ready. Come on. You ain't ready? What about that? You ready? Let me light your hand on fire. You ready?
No.
You know?
He said, no.
Okay.
No, but my pay grade.
You know what fire feel like? I'm about to set your hand on fire and you gotta tell me how much you weigh.
Hold on. First you gotta get your hand sanitizer.
The hand,
It wouldn't hurt. No.
you know the hand sanitizer ain't gonna make it no better.
It's gonna make it more flammable.
Come on, put your hand up here. You ready to weigh fire? Nobody in here ready to weigh fire.
Tell me to hold that so you can see that exactly what you have.
Yeah.
Tell me to hold that. That's what you want.
This
See
is
how much that weigh?
How much that weigh right there?
See that? That's what he wants you to do.
I want you to take this fire in your hand. I want you to take this fire in your hand and wait.
Just like that.
No.
You can't hold fire, can you? Okay.
We got interactive learning today.
Okay. I just wanted to know. I thought y'all was ready. Can't nobody weigh this? No, I ain't said I could. I respect fire. I respect fire, brother. All right. Well, he said, okay. What'd he tell him? He said, go that way, weigh me the weight of fire. Okay. Come on.
Or measure me the blast of the wind.
Ain't going outside and let that wind hit you upside your face. Huh? What's the measure of the blast? Okay. Come on, Hebrew. Or come on.
Or call me again the day that is past.
Bring me yesterday, Dylan. You got yesterday for me? Dave, you got yesterday for me? You got yesterday for me? Why you ain't got yesterday for me? What you mean I mean? I want yesterday. No. If you ain't took a picture yesterday, then you ain't got it today. I want you to turn back time and bring me yesterday. You can't do it, can you?
I love these little bros.
Okay. Okay, so what we done figured out so far is the three things he asked Ezra for can't happen. You ain't weighing fire, you ain't measuring the blast of the wind, and you ain't turning back time to bring me yesterday. Let's read.
Then answer I and said, what man is able to do that?
You hear what Ezra? There can't nobody do that. Come on.
That thou shouldest ask such things of me.
Come on.
He said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea.
Comma. If I asked you, like, what's the living or habitations in the midst of the sea? Seas or oceans. You ever been in the middle of the ocean before? The middle of it. I ain't talking about being to the beach. The middle of it. How many?
Hold on.
He is trying. You ain't got it, brother. Hey, I know them wheels turning.
He thinking hard too.
He twisting them antennas like. He said, if I asked you how great dwellings are in, or how many dwellings are in the midst of the sea or the ocean, could you tell me? No, you couldn't. Come on.
Today has not measured our ocean.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep?
You don't can even comprehend. Right? Come on, Doc.
Or how many springs are above the firmament?
How much water is above the firmament? The firmament is what you know today is like the atmosphere where the sun, moon, and stars are at. But above the sun, moon, and stars, there's water. How many springs are above that? How much water is above the atmosphere? Above the firmament? Anybody know? Science ain't never told you in school? You know science, little Hebrew? All right. Come on.
Or which are the outgoings of paradise?
What are the exits and entrances of paradise? I want to know where paradise at. What a tree of life at? You know where I can go get that at? That little Hebrew trying over there. he trying. All right, come on, Doc, let's get it.
Peradventure thou wouldest say unto me, and I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell. Neither did I ever climb up into heaven.
That's your only response. Like, I ain't never been into the ocean. I ain't never climbed up into heaven. I ain't never been down deep into the ground, hell. You feel me? Come on.
Nevertheless, now I've asked thee, but only of the fire and wind, and of the day wherethrough thou hast passed, and of things from which thou canst not be separated. And yet canst thou give me no answer of them?
He's like, man, I ask you about stuff you know about. Of course, you ain't never been to heaven. Of course, you ain't never been in the midst of the ocean. Of course, you never been deep down in the ground. But I asked you about fire. I asked you about wind. And I asked you about water. And you ain't still got an answer. You still don't got an answer. I asked you about stuff that you know about. Look, when I did this, both of you jokers stepped back. Why?
You know fire.
Because you respect fire. You done felt the heat before. You see? He asked, the crazy part about it is, He asked Ezra about things he was familiar with, and he still didn't have an answer. He didn't tell him, like, look, you know, go up into heaven. I could have asked you to go up into heaven and bring me the sun. I could have told you dig down to the earth and, you know, bring me hell. I could have asked you to go out to the midst of the ocean and tell me how many dwelling or inhabiting places are out there. I asked you about what you know about fire, wind, and water, and you still don't got an answer. Dang, really? Let's get it. His creative juice is flowing over there. Come on, now, let's get it.
He said, moreover, unto me, thine own things, and such as are grown up with thee, canst thou not know?
You don't even know the stuff that you familiar with. You ain't figured out those mysteries. And you got the nerve to ask me about Israel and why these heathens ruling over my people. And I asked you about fire, wind, and water, and you can't tell me about that. But you got the nerve to ask me why these heathens are ruling over my people. Most High checked the sleeves off Ezra. Right? Come on, let's get it.
How should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest, and the world being now outwardly corrupt, to understand the corruption that is evident in my sight?
Flat out. Come on, Doc, let's get it.
Then said I unto him,
you can't comprehend the way of the highest. You can't tell me about the stuff you familiar with. How could you even attempt to even comprehend the mind of the Most High? You understand? You ain't even looking from his perspective. He looking from up here. You right here looking. He see the whole big picture. You down here as a microcosm looking. And can't even tell him nothing about what you familiar with. Dang. You can't even tell the Most High, why are the colors in the rainbow in the exact same order and color every time? Why? You say, what you gonna say? Go ahead. They ain't different orders. The colors in the rainbow are in the exact same order every time it shows. Probably because what? Come on, talk to me. Because we got the science and art teacher back there. That's the brother that's working on that line right there. It'll be done shortly. That's the brother right there, Uncle J Dub. So just go ahead and tell me what you about these colors. Huh? Oh, of course, it's for a certain reason. Why are the colors not out of order? Like, why are they in the same position every time you see the rainbow? Hey, okay, I get it. You speak well. All right, come on, let's get it. That's what's up, young prince. I'm with you. He with it. All right, come on, let's get it.
Then said I to him, it were better that we were not at all, than that we should live still in wickedness and to suffer and not to know wherefore.
You see what Ezra told the Most High? It was better we had not been. And we should live, suffer, and don't even know why. Because when things happen, what's the first thing we ask? Why
me,
is
Lord?
this happening? Ezra said it was better off we had not been born than go through this. Dang. Why are we even here? Because majority of our people majority of our people gonna die and not even know why. They don't care nothing about the truth. You see? Let's get it.
He answered me and said, I went into the forest, into a plain, and the trees took counsel and said, come, let us go and make war against the sea.
So the trees, he giving a parable, right? He like the trees took a counsel together and said, we're going to go take the sea over. We're going to make war against the sea, right? Come on, what else to say?
Come and let us go make war against the sea, that it may depart away before us, and that we may make us more woods.
Yeah, the trees want to conquer the water. Come on.
The floods of the sea also, in like manner, took counsel and said, come, let us go up and subdue the woods of the plain, that there also we may make us another country.
Now the waters want to overtake the trees. All right. Y'all see where this going? Y'all see what's going? All right, let's see. Come on.
The thought of the wood was in vain.
The thought of the trees was in vain. You can't take the water over. Wasn't given to you. All right, go ahead.
For the fire came and consumed it. The thought of the flood of the sea came likewise to naught. For the sand stood up and stopped them. And if thou wert judged now betwixt these two, whom wouldst thou begin to justify? Of whom wouldst thou condemn?
You're like, who would you say was right? Were the trees right? You understand? Or was the water or the floods right? Who would you say was right and who would you say was wrong? If you as a man or a woman had to judge it and say, dang, the trees try to take the ocean over, then the ocean try to take the trees over. You dig? Both of their counsels came to nothing. They couldn't. Neither one could conquer. So if I was to ask either one of y'all, either man or woman, who was right and who was wrong, what would you say? You said both? Okay, come on, let's get it. Both was wrong?
The boy need a microscope.
That's right, young Prince.
Y'all gotta see this little man, man. The little dude, boy. I mean, he over there having deep philosophical conversation.
But his creative juices flowing.
He over there having deep conversation.
Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
And I answered, verily, it is a foolish thought that they both have devised.
Come on.
For the ground is given unto the wood, and the sea also has its place to bear its flood.
It was foolish on both parts. What are y'all doing trying to take over something that wasn't given to you anyway? Right? Come on.
Then answered he me and said, thou hast given a right judgment.
You answered that parable right. That was a right judgment. Come on.
But why judgest thou not thyself also?
Why you ain't judging yourself also? Remember the questions you got for me? Why you ain't rendered that same judgment based off the questions you got for me? If you know that the trees can't take over the ocean can't take over the woods or the trees, and you said off your mouth it was vain for both of them to even try, then why you ain't consider that same judgment with the questions you asked me? Come on, Knock, let's get it.
For like as the ground is given unto the wood, and the sea to his floods, even so they that dwell upon the earth may understand nothing but that which is upon the earth. And he that dwelleth above the heavens may only understand the things that are above the height of the heavens.
Yeah, you on earth, you only gonna understand what's earthly. Most High looking from his heavenly throne, he looking from his perspective and looking at the end game of things. So you striving to understand the mind of the Most High, but you're looking at this thing from two different perspectives. You'll never understand what he on. Looking at his mind and trying to examine his mind from a carnal perspective. You never get it. You never get it. Just like the trees can't overtake the waters, and the waters can't overtake the trees. Come on, Knock, let's get it.
22.
Yeah.
Then answered I and said, I beseech thee, O Yahweh, let me have understanding.
Beseech mean beg. I beg thee, O Most High. Give me understanding. Right? Come on. 23.
For it was not my mind to be curious of the high things, but of such as pass by us daily.
Like, I'm not tripping off what's up in the heaven, Lord. I'm tripping off what we as your people go through daily. I'm not tripping off the high things. I don't the many springs above the firmament and I'm tripping off what we go through right now, daily. Come on.
Wherefore Israel is given up as a reproach to the heathen.
Oof.
And for what cause the people whom thou hast loved is given over into ungodly nations, and why the law of our forefathers is brought to naught, and the written covenants come to none effect.
He's like, I'm simply asking them, why are we ruled by these heathens? I'm not asking about springs above the firmament. I don't know nothing about how many dwelling places in the midst of the sea. I can't wait fire. I don't know about the blast of the wind. I can't bring you yesterday. I want to know why these heathens are ruling us, your beloved people. You see? So we get out of the wisdom out of this. It don't mean you can't question the Most High. Because Ezra, it was a chosen. If you read to the end of this book of Ezra, he told Ezra, he said, man, look, the tree of life is open to you. Yeah, and all like you. Matter of fact, you good. Just endure on this path. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You got eternal life. Set your house in order, correct your children, put your women in order, and you good. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You dig? So Ezra, like, look, I'm not tripping off the high things. I'm not tripping off the constellations and the belts of Orion and the Pleiades. I ain't tripping off how many light years the sun is away from us. I want to know why we are being ruled by these devils. That's what I want to know. Dang. Well, this is a conversation here, ain't it? All right, come on, let's get it.
And we passed away out of the world as grasshoppers, and our life is astonishment and fear. And we are not worthy to obtain mercy. What would be he then?
No. Read again.
What will he then do unto his name, whereby we are called? Of these things I have asked. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world has fast to pass away.
The world hasteth, meaning it's in a hurry to pass away. He like, the more you ask, the more you gonna wonder. You understand? The way the Most High is beyond magnificent, man. Because even if you sit back and watch National Geographic sometimes, just trip off his creation, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Just nature itself. You're like, man, that is cold. How he got that set up like that? So he said, the more, what do you say right there, boy? He say, the more you search, the more you gonna marvel. The more you gonna wonder, right? Because the world is in a hurry to pass away. It's in a hurry. You understand? Based off actions. Come on.
And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come.
Come on.
For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmity.
The world can't comprehend the good things that's coming to the righteous. That's why he said when we read in 2 Ezra, the 2nd chapter, he commended those that stood stiffly for the name of the Most High. Because they all received crowns on their head. You see? Now the world can't even comprehend the treasure the Most High got laid up for the righteous. Right? The stuff we talk about, we sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going through all that for what? Because the world can't comprehend what the Most High has for those that love him. All right, come on, let's get it.
But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Like the evil is planted, but the destruction ain't here yet. All right, come on.
If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down.
That which is planted is evil, right? If it don't be turned upside down, all right, go ahead.
And if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
You see that? If y'all want to go, I got a little office back there. If they want to go back to the couch, turn TV on or whatever, put the light on, they cool. Okay. I just want to, show everybody all good. Now he just said, if that which is evil be not uprooted and destroyed, then that which is good can never come. Can't never come. Right? That's why we got to go through what we going through. Because the evil has to be uprooted and destroyed. And if that never happens, if the evil is not destroyed, that which is good can never show face. It can never come. It can never be planted. Come on, let's get it.
We're at 29, right? If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Come on, 30.
For the grain of evil seed has been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning.
You see, this is something that go all the way back to the beginning. The grain of evil seed was sown in first blood, Adam. Adam means first blood, of God's blood. Dom is blood. Aleph mean God or a strong one or first. You know what I'm saying? So Aleph Dalet Mem. First blood, God's blood. That's what his name means. Strong blood. You feel me? And it's crazy because it says that was sown in him in the beginning because he chose to go against, you understand, what was decreed. All right? Come on out.
How much ungodliness has it brought up until this time?
One seed of evil then brought up all ungodliness until right now. Why are we all suffering for what Adam and Eve did? And that's one grain, one little small grain of evil seed was planted. You understand? And trip off the fruit. You know, seed get planted into the earth, and then the fruit grow up. Trip off all the fruit that came from that one grain of evil seed. Come on now.
Ponder now by thyself how great fruit of the wickedness the grain of evil seed hath brought forth. And when the ears shall be cut down, which are without number, how great a floor shall they feel?
Flat out.
That's a lot of evil.
A lot of evil on earth based off one transgression. That's why I was saying that whatever we do affects everybody around us, whether it be evil or righteousness. Whatever we do affects everybody around us, and that should make all of us be more circumspect with our actions. Whatever you're doing, realize it. Even when you're going to, and you shouldn't be doing it, but even when you're going to do evil, you say, "Bump it! I'm about to ignore the voice of the Most High. I know I'm going to do evil." Understand, when you do that, you are affecting everybody around you and your children's children's children for generations to come. That's the moral of the story. That's the moral of the story. Whatever you do affects everybody around you. Y'all seen the movie Butterfly Effect back in the day? You feel me? The little bit they did. If you take a little rock and you throw that deal in a lake or whatever, the ripple effect. It'll go all to a small little rock and cause a ripple effect to go all the way to the other side of the lake over there. Same thing with your actions, right? So if what you're doing affects many, then we need to be focused on doing what's right. So it influences many to be right. All right, go ahead.
Verse 33. Then I answered and said, how and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are our years few and evil? He answered me, saying, do not thou hasten above the Most Highest, for thy haste is in vain to be above him. For thou hast much exceeded. Thou hast much exceeded.
Yeah, he like, slow down, grasshopper.
You hear me?
Come on.
Oh, me?
Come on.
Did not the souls also of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chambers, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward? That's Revelation 6, 9 through 11. They was asking the Most High, how long, O Yah, holy and true? Shall you not avenge our blood on them that dwell upon the earth? Ezra saying the same thing. Didn't souls petition you and ask you, hey, when is the judgment or justice coming? When is this gonna come? All right, come on, Doc, let's get it. And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer and said, even when the number of the seed is filled in you, for he has weighed the world in the balance. Yeah, so when you be asking when, like, when is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? Y'all understand the Most High has everything measured up and weighed out? It ain't based off your own time. He promised Abraham a son, and he ain't get that promised son till he was 100. You see? Told him count the stars. This is how numerous your seed gonna be. And at that time, he didn't have not one child. So what we get out of that? Patience. You see what I'm saying? Everything is on the Most High's balance and scale. And he don't move until certain things are weighed up and fulfilled. You getting impatient ain't got nothing to do with it. You can get impatient all you want. The Most High ain't gonna change his mind. He moves when everything has been measured up and weighed out in the balance. That's how he moves. All right, come on, Rock, let's get it. Makes sense. That's when his race runs out.
Well, it's a bunch of you naysayers on this comment board today, I see. Y'all getting kicked out headlong, huh? All right, let's get it.
By measure has he measured the times and by number has he numbered the times, and he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Yeah, see, everything is measured up with him. He ain't finna move or make a move until that's done. You see what I'm saying? So we are on his time, not yours. I'm getting tired. How long they gonna talk about that? You should highlight that scripture right there. The Most High measured, you understand, and weighed up everything. He ain't making a move until everything's fulfilled. That's how he moved. It ain't based off you because you done lost patience and you angry and impatient about what's going on. He ain't moving until his measurement is come in and fulfilled. That's how he measured the times out. All right, come on, let's get it.
Then answered I and said, O Yahweh, that bears rule, even we all are full of impiety, and of our sakes, and for our sakes, peradventure, it is that the floors of the righteous are not filled because of the sins of them that dwelleth upon the earth.
It's like the floors of the righteous ain't filled because everybody's sinning. Is that the reason why? Right? Next verse.
So he answered me and said, Go thy way to a woman with child.
Go thy way to a pregnant woman, a woman with child. Go ahead.
And asked of her, when she has fulfilled her 9 months, if her womb may keep the birth away longer within her.
Any longer within her. You feel me? So you go ask a woman that gave birth before or that's pregnant. When the time is fulfilled for her to give birth, can that baby stay any longer in her? Y'all done gave birth before. Impossible, ain't it? When the time has come,
you ready for it?
when the time has come for that child to be delivered, that baby coming. So you see, the times have been measured up. So he's like, oh, you don't understand what I'm saying? Go ask a pregnant woman. Go ask a woman with child and ask her when that water break, can she keep that baby up in her any longer? It's coming, ain't it? Ain't nothing you can do about it. All right, come on, all right.
Then said I, no, master, that can she not. And he said unto him, unto me, in the grave, the chambers of souls are like the womb of a woman.
Yeah, I heard that. In the grave, the chambers of souls like the womb of a woman. So when it's time for the resurrection, that's like a birth. You see?
Birth giving up her dead.
Yeah, she's giving birth or giving life. You understand? Back to what was planted in her or what was committed in her.
So, excuse me, the prophecy of the word today is literally giving birth.
Yes, that's what's going on here. We say in the grave, the chambers of souls are like the womb of a woman. Just like he just said, what? When it's time for that birth to happen, she can't keep back that baby for no more time. When it's time for the resurrection, guess what? That's what's going to happen. The earth cannot commit. The earth can't keep back the dead that's been committed to her. All in that same time. You got something out? 1 Corinthians 15. Yeah. Come on, Doc, let's get it.
For like as a woman that travaileth maketh haste to escape the necessity of the travail.
See, as a woman that's in labor, she hurry up. I can't wait till this is over. Maketh haste to escape the travail. Come on.
Even so do these places haste to deliver those things that are committed unto them.
Yeah, because the resurrection is all in the scripture. The resurrection of the dead. So the earth is hasting too. The earth is in labor pains. Yes. You understand? Eventually, she's going to have to give birth, and those that have been committed to her are going to have to raise up. Yes. All right? Go ahead, Mom.
Now, what I want to say was, by the prophecy being fulfilled every day before our very eyes, the word tells us that the mountains will melt like wax. Right? And all over the world, the literal mountains is turning into liquid. Yeah. Falling down, just like the Bible says, melt
like wax and drop down sweet wine. And you seen prophecy unfold. The Euphrates River is at the lowest it's ever been ever. That's supposed to be dried up according to the book of Revelations. Yeah. I know a brother actually stuck his foot in the Euphrates River. He was over there at war. Elder brother, he about 60 years old. He said, boy, I done actually dipped my foot in the Euphrates River. I've been all over this world. You did.
So the Euphrates and the Dead Sea, or do they come into one another, or they?
I don't believe so. You got the Euphrates and the Tigris to kind of like parallel each other. Euphrates empties out into what's called the Persian Gulf.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of them rivers that was there in the beginning in Genesis. Euphrates, Tigris is like two others, something like that.
Because they're talking about the Dead Sea is lower now than it ever been.
Yeah, the Dead Sea or the Salt Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
What verse am I actually back?
You said what verse you at?
I backed out.
You don't know?
I accidentally
You
backed out.
going off.
You hear me? I
All
accidentally
right.
backed out.
I don't know where you at, man.
Oh, that's why I'm off.
30-something.
No, I'm way back.
You in the 40s.
37 to 40s. 43 travaileth, make his haste. I started 43. For the beginning, look, what thou desirest to see, it shall be showed thee. Then answered I and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, and if it be possible, and if I be met therefore,
meet therefore,
show me then whether there be more to come than is past, and more past than is to come.
Like, I mean, what didn't happen? Like, is it more past that is to come, or more to come than is past?
He's trying to see how far it's this way.
Yeah,
That's what he's trying to see.
He's trying to measure the times. You're like, where are we at in this thing?
Are we
you know
in this part of it?
We got more to come or less to come?
come.
Like, where
That's
are
what
we
he's
at in this end game? We need to know this. All right, go ahead, Doc.
What is past, I know, but what is for to come, I know not. And he said unto me, stand up upon the right side, and I shall expound the similitude unto thee.
Or the likeness, or an example. Go ahead.
So I stood and saw, and behold, and not burning
and
oven,
hot
and
burning.
hot burning oven passed by before me. And it happened that when the flame was going by, I looked, and behold, the smoke remained still.
So fire come before him, but what remained was smoke. Okay, go ahead.
After this, there passed by before me a watery cloud.
A watery cloud, come on.
And sent down much rain with a storm.
Come on.
And when the stormy rain was past, the drops remained still.
Y'all see it so far? Fire only remains smoke. Watery cloud dropped down a lot of rain, only a few drops. All right, come on.
Then said he unto me,
come on,
consider with thyself, as the rain is more than the drops.
As the rain is more than the drops, come on.
And as the fire is greater than the smoke.
Come on.
But the drops and the smoke remain behind.
Come on.
So the quantity which is past did more exceed.
So he answered him. What then went down in the past was more. You closer to the end than you think. And this was 2,500 years ago. How much closer we are now? That was 2,500 years ago. You feel me? The quantity that was past did more exceed. You see what I'm saying? What went down in the past was more exceeding than what's happening now. So we're just saying, like, we're closer to the end now. And he was telling Ezra that 2,500 years ago. That means you sniffing at it now. You right there. You don't even know. Come on out.
Then I prayed and said, may I live, thinkest thou, until that time. That boy was shit all.
Hey, Ezra asked the Most High all questions. Am I gonna be around when this happened? Like, I need to know.
You sure trying to figure out on the low, ain't you?
These is major league questions. I'm gonna go back through here and write out all his questions in this previous chapter. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ezra asked Most High like 5, 6 questions. Most High kept like, bow, dropping it on him. Come on, out.
What shall happen in those days? He answered me and said, as for the tokens whereof thou asked me, I may tell thee of them in part.
In what?
In part.
What you asking me, I only can tell you in part. You know what I'm saying? It's only meant for certain men to know something up to a certain point, and then the Most High take them, and then he'll raise up somebody else and then continue. Just like Daniel and then John the Revelator in the book of Revelations. Yeah, Daniel only got so far. The Most High told him close the book up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, close the book up. You dig? And then John, thousands of years later, had the same visions that Daniel had, but he continues. He going to the, you know what I'm saying, what's happening in Revelations, the fall of Babylon, all of it. You see what I'm saying? So the Most High take you only so far and then shut you down and then give that same spirit to somebody else to continue the mission. You know what I'm saying? This is how he works. All right, come on.
Read that verse again.
Mm-hmm.
He answered me and said, as for the tokens whereof thou askest me, I may tell thee of them in part. Mm-hmm. But as touching thy life,
come on,
I am not sent to show thee, for I do not know.
You're like, I don't know nothing about if you're going to be living till the end. I'm only come to answer what you asked me in part. But as touching your life, I ain't here to give you that one. That's cold, boy. You sit back and be like, dang, man, boy. Yeah, I ain't look. But like Uriel told him, I'm only here to give you this. I'm not here to tell you about if you're gonna be living then when all this go down. I'm here to tell you what you've been praying for. This is what I'm here to show you. This right here. I'm not here to show you all about your intricate details of your life and if you're gonna be living then. You feel me? And what I'm about to show you, I'm only gonna show you in part. Dang. All right, y'all. So that's what it is. We about to go ahead and pray on out. You dig? We got an art show May 10th out at the House of Zion Homeschool. 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. My little baby Judea gonna be in the building, showcasing a little something. That's a Friday. I will be in the building if I got breath. Y'all willing? It's the art teacher back there, Uncle J Dub in the building. So you know, I know you're proud of the students, brother. So yeah, I'll be in the building. You know, I gotta come support my baby, man.
Tell them if they want more information, just email.
Yeah, y'all want more information? Y'all know the email is in the the description box. It's all good.
They want to
all good. It's all good. So all praise, glory now to the Most High. We about to pray on out. Let's get her done. All praises. Glad everybody got some understanding. Questions?
Can thou answer me this? Mayest thou pick me up and turn me toward the east?
Nah, man, I can't pick you up. What he say, boy? He say, the answer about your life, I have not been sent. Lift you up, I have not been sent. Hey, boy, you good? Look at E. It's over there.
There you go.
Man, get up, look, Joe.
Come on, man.
Over acting like you sleep. We'll drop some bows in them ribs. He be all right.
Cover your head, nephew.
Man, Uncle, you good? You gonna get this off in the heat? Boy, look at you. Boy, you didn't straight this. Smash my little tripod. I feel you, brother.
It was too tall. I told you earlier.
It's all good, man. Taller than me. Talking about it's too tall. What's going off? Now, how we looking? We good? All right, let's get it done. Abinu. Shemayin. Yikadesh. Shinka. Tabo. Malkuteka. Yeah, I say. Ratzonka. Kabashimayin. Kane. Baaretz. Etlakem. Kukenu. Tainlanu. Hayon. Uslaklanu. Oh. Katainu. Kamo. Shel Sokin. Gam. Anaknu. Lakotin. Lanu. Wa'o. Tabienu. Lide. Nisayo. Ki. In. Kotsenu. Mean hara. Kilaka. Hamam laka. Wahad Mura. Wahati Beret. Laome. Olami. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the mighty God. Yahoo. That's right, y'all. Praise the glory and honor. We ended it right now. I'm glad y'all got some understanding. Part 2 will be up in a few days. I think Aki up tomorrow. You dig? Your questions for the Holy One of Israel. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath. We're going to try to get some rest. We'll be right back at it, high noon Central Standard Time. Shabbat Shalom. Should the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Yo. Yeah.